Welcome back once again, my people, to the Reggae Boys Weekly. I hope all is well. Listen, people, I'm sorry for the delay, bit of a technical difficulties, but
Mm,
that's technology. That's the nature of dealing with technology. However, I hope everyone is having a good week. Well, not good week. The week has ended. I hope everyone had a good day. Hope everyone had a productive week as well. Listen, so many things to talk about today pertaining to the Reggae Boys. Andre Blake, Dujuan, Leon Bailey, Khadija Bonishaw, Jamal Lowe, potential Reggae Boy, Mason Greenwood, Ellis Sims as well. We're here to give you updates surrounding current Reggae Boys as well as the potential Reggae Boys. Um, a man that needs no introduction. What's up, Dicanio? How are you doing?
yeah, bro. Ready for tackle the issues and the positives and the negatives as well.
Nice, nice. I think we'll start off on a positive note. However, before we get into the topics that we will be discussing today, go ahead if you're just joining, smash the like button as it does help the video to get out to more people. Also, if you are new, go ahead, hit the subscribe button, and let's get straight into the show.
It's time to rise up. Someone take your place. Rise up. Shine like the sun. Rise up, rise up. Your journey has just begun. Rise up.
Yep. You like that introduction, right, Dicanio?
Yeah, bro. Bad man. Wicked piece.
Definitely. Rise up, my people. Rise up. So before we get into the topics today, right? Just so you guys know, some notable reggae boys that will be playing over the weekend, as well as potential reggae boys. Kaheem Dixon for Arnett Gardens in the JPL semi-final against Cavaliers. Ethan Pinnock this weekend. Michael Antonio, Leon Chippy Bailey, Andre Blake, Damian Lowe, potential reggae boys or reggae boy. Well, Mason Greenwood, he's not playing over the weekend. He played today. I think his team lost 2-0. Casey Palmer as well, Joel Latibody, as well as potential reggae boy Omari Hutchinson, who's having a wonderful season, helping Ipswich to get back into the Premier League, first time in like over 20 years, something like that, so he's having a wonderful season. He will be in action over this weekend, tomorrow actually. Big game for Ipswich. I think they just need a 1 point or a 3 point to make it back to the Premier League. So, as I said, so many things that we will be discussing today. Mason Greenwood, Khadija Bonishaw, Omar Nicholson, as he has made a big claim surrounding this current Reggae Boys team. Also, we will be discussing Dujuan Whisper Richards. Is he better than Nicholas Jackson, who plays for Chelsea? Also, updates on Ellis Sims pertaining to a transfer, as well as Jamal Lowe, one of our very own. So, so many things on the chopping board today, on the cutting board. So we're here to chop it up, season it up, cook it, and then serve it to you guys. So without further ado, let me just go ahead and take some comments. So Premier 7, ready and waiting to join the awesome show. Big up yourself. I think that's the only comment. So Dicanio, where I want to start off? Shamar Nicholson making that big claim. Is it Andre Blake having an issue with Philadelphia Union and the ambition of the club? Khadija Bonishaw, you want to start off by congratulating. I think we should start off on the positive note. Not that we're going to talk about anything negative today, really and truly, but let's big up Khadija Bonishaw as she has won the FWA. Let me just get it up on screen. She has won the FWA Women's Footballer of the Year award. So big shout out to Khadija Bonishaw, one of our own for the Reggae Girls team. Also, she's recovering from a broken leg. So, wish her nothing but the best speedy recovery. And, just to show you guys, or just to give you guys some stats surrounding Khadija Bonishaw. And Dicanio, I also want your opinion and on Khadija Bonishaw. I think this season she's having a wonderful season. So let me just read the statistics surrounding her. 21 goals, 3 assists. So that is 24 goal contributions across this season. What are your thoughts on Khadija Bonishaw?
Yeah, bro. She's class fam. And I just know from long time, Bonnie them a killer dog. You see me? I think last season she got nominated into the top 20 for the Ballon d'Or, which is a big thing for a Jamaican, bro. You see me? So yeah, fam, it just very unfortunate that she get this injury, bro, because trust me, Jamaica have some internationals coming up and she could have really cement the higher spot in that Ballon d'Or if it wasn't for that injury. And I still believe, even with that injury, bro, she still have a good spot in the Ballon d'Or, bro. So, if speedy recovery to her still,
Yeah, definitely, definitely. But let me just say this, right? There's a big conversation between both of us. Is she the greatest Jamaican football player ever? However, when we ask the question, many people like to bring in, gender, whatever the case is, or that she plays in a different type of league, seeing that it's women. But I think if you look at the product that she is, I think she has probably achieved the most out of anyone in the history of Jamaican football. I know that we have the likes of Leon Bill, we had Billy Gardner back in the days, Ricardo Fuller, and some of those guys. But what Bunny Shaw is doing at this moment in time, finishing behind the Ballon d'Or listing, winning this award as well. Phil Foden, who plays for the men's team, he won that award for the men in that respective category. So I think, across the board, I think she's the greatest that we've ever produced to that extent. You know what I'm saying? Not taking gender into consideration, but just the product itself. I think Bunny Shaw is one of the greatest that we've produced, if not the greatest. So, speedy recovery for Bunny Shaw. Baller, big up yourself for your comment. Speedy recovery, Bunny. Yeah, definitely. Baller said that's true. And Baller also says 433 press. I agree. Definitely. Big up yourself, Baller. People, if you're just running as well, hit the like button. And the most important thing, go ahead and hit the subscribe button as well. We'll have someone in the back room, so we'll get them on and hear what they have to say surrounding Bunny Shaw before we move on. Welcome, Premier 7, to the show.
Thank you so much for the invitation. Are you hearing me?
Yeah.
Yes, so I'm saying thank you so much for the invitation. About Bunny Shaw, I'm really impressed to see how well she has been doing this season in the Women's Super League. Of course, it is not the first season for which we're seeing her being this outstanding, but this year has been way more special because, as you were discussing before, she has been nominated as a Player of the Year. A sad thing as what Dicanio mentioned in regards to her receiving an injury, but beside from that, we are impressed as Jamaican fans to see our own footballer being on top of things in the Women's Premier League, or Super League, I should say. So for Bunny Shaw, we want for her to have a speedy recovery. However, hats off goes to her in regards to her excellence as she continues to do well on the pitch for us and for Man City.
Okay, definitely. And, thanks for coming. We're going to move on with the topics that we have for today. So, we've spoken about Bunny Shaw, right? Dicanio, so let me just take some more comments before we move on. Loudmouth Football, I think, thanks for the super chat. Big up yourself, my Canadian brother. Yes, we officially have super chats now. So, big up yourself, Loudmouth Football, one of my
big up you.
very, very own friends. So, big up yourself, Loudmouth Football. But the next thing we're going to talk about, right? Let's talk about Andre Blake and his situation at his club, Philadelphia Union. So, in a cryptic Instagram post, right, he posted something saying that, once you're not happy, then it is time to leave, right? And I did a video on that, you guys can go and check it out. And, for me, basically what he was saying in this cryptic Instagram post is that, the time for him has ended with Philadelphia Union. I remember before the season, he basically stated that the club lacks ambition. And if you see the headline right here, when you're no longer happy, it's time. Union goalkeeper Blake wants out. And for those of you who don't know, right, Andre Blake is 33 at this moment in time. So, he's not getting any younger. However, in regards to being a goalkeeper, they say that goalkeepers age differently. And let me just read through the article quickly. So it appears that Philadelphia Union goalkeeper Andre Blake has reached the end of his patience with his longtime club. In a message posted to his Instagram story on Wednesday, the 33-year-old was unequivocal, and I quote, "When you are no longer happy, it's time," end quote. Blake's message came one day after Philadelphia lost 3-2 to the Seattle Sounders, making it 2 straight MLS losses and 3 games without a win. And this is the Instagram post that Andre Blake basically made a day ago. When you're no longer happy, it's time. Now, pertaining to Philadelphia Union and Andre Blake as well, he was drafted in 2014 by the Union. He has won the Goalkeeper of the Year award 3 times, and I believe it was in a row as well. Also, he won the Supporters Shield Trophy or Cup, and he went to the MLS Cup final. I believe it was in 2022. Now, for me, Reggae Boyz international captain Andre Blake, he's a wonderful keeper, and I must say he has saved us so many times. I think he has been one of our most consistent players. Now, Dicanio, what are your thoughts surrounding this message by Andre Blake? Before you even answer, the late Claude would say it's time to go. So, what do you think about Andre Blake and this message?
Bro, get the camera on. Get that off and get the camera on, bro.
All right, go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, because this is going to be very controversial, but I think this is karma for him, because Blake had the chance to show ambition earlier in his career, right? And he didn't. He stayed in the MLS. He said on many interviews that he could have gone to Europe. He didn't think it was the right time. He wanted to make sure it's the right move. He says all the time that he can go to Europe anytime he wants. So why are you still in the MLS? And he's saying that his club lacks ambition, but I think he needs to look into himself. And don't get me wrong, I know enough people are going to want this, that, but don't get me wrong, bro. He's a very good goalkeeper for Jamaica, right? But so was Matt Turner for the USA. Do you agree? Matt Turner was a very good MLS goalkeeper. He was in the top 2 best goalkeepers in the MLS. He went to Arsenal. He played backup, and he went to Nottingham Forest. And in a few months' time, he lost his spot. Right? Look at Ochoa. Ochoa is looked at as one of the best goalkeepers in Concacaf. Am I right?
Yeah.
Where does Ochoa play? In Italy. The last time I found out, I looked, he was playing in Salernitana, I think, and they were way down at the bottom, right? The CONCACAF goalkeepers are not high quality goalkeepers compared to the rest around the world. You see me? So yes, he's very good for Jamaica, but yeah, bro, he's talking about his team lacks ambition. I would say, look in the mirror, bro. You lack ambition.
I mean, you come out very strong in that regard. Dylan, what's up, man? Good to have you on the panel once again. You've been holding down the Sunday Fourth quite well, but this time you're here on the Friday. How are you doing?
I'm good, bro. Yeah.
All right. What do you think about Andre Blake and this cryptic message? Basically saying he's unhappy, and whether you share a personal relationship with someone or even a business relationship, whenever things aren't going your way and you're unhappy, the best thing is to leave. So you think this is the time for Andre Blake to find a new challenge, whether it being in the MLS or even in Europe?
I just hate. Why would he post that message? I just don't understand. Like, what is it? What is it with us? Like, bro, like I didn't even know until I saw that. But I think Dicanio and I think the same thing, bro. Like Leon Bailey, like I appreciate the interview, but I don't understand why he did it. If you get what I mean, like Andre Blake is just another example. It's just, bro, like you could, like a man like Mikel Arteta will never sign him because Mikel don't like public, like keep it in the club. And if you're a legend, bro, that's just so frustrating, fam. It's just so frustrating. Why would you post that? But yeah, I mean that made me kind of lose some ratings of him still. But yeah, I don't know.
So you're saying that you've lost some ratings for Andre Blake. That's what you're saying?
Yeah, 100%. There's no need. The season is almost over. There's really no need to post that message. You get what I mean? Like, you're 30 how much years old? You're the captain of your national team. Be better than that. Be better, bro.
And I mean, yeah, go ahead, Dicanio.
Respect Smurf. Yes, you want to bring up the Smurf comment here. I'm saying Ochoa's situation is a bit different. And him also did say it was a good comparison before, and him attack spon some other things. You see me? But more I tackle the one here. Ochoa's situation is a bit different. He played in the World Cup. Yes, I agree with that. I'm not talking about World Cup Ochoa, but I talk about Ochoa now. You see me? He is still seen as one of the best in CONCACAF. I'm also asking a question, right? See if you know any history, or see if you know real CONCACAF football. Like, who would have consider in the 2000s region, you see me, as the best goalkeeper ever, both for club and country in the CONCACAF region?
In 2000?
Yeah, in the 2000s region. Yeah.
Well, I'm not quite too sure about the years that he played, but I know that they had the guy from Trinidad who played for Newcastle.
Yeah, that's a Shaka Hislop. That's not a
Yeah.
bad show. You see me? What you that said,
Who's
Dylan?
the USA keeper? What's the ball guy? Tim Howard?
Yes. So Moda said Tim Howard, and where did Tim Howard play? At
Everton.
Everton, right?
Everton.
No, that is the standard, bro. That is the heights of where Concacaf players have reached. Because Tim Howard playing our World Cup too, just like Ochoa. I think Tim Howard did reach the quarterfinals, or around a 16 with the USA. I don't remember which year. I think it was 2014. I don't remember. I'm not sure. You see me, bro? So Tim Howard has played in a World Cup, but at the end of the day, him level is Everton. And Everton at that time were mid-table. You see me, bro? Of the Prem. And sometimes them did a flirt down at the bottom as well. So really you see CONCACAF players and goalkeepers really play at the very highest level for their club teams. You see me, bro? So again, we love Blake wholeheartedly. Country football a different thing. Jamaica need a top class player with them foot and thing in a goal. Because when we play so, we kick the ball long, play up too long with strikers and try score goals on the transition. You see me? So he fits perfectly for Jamaica. You see me? But we're talking about his club career here. And based on his club career, I see him as a coward, bro. And I'm not afraid to say it. I see him as a coward because he's now 33 and he has not made that move to Europe, even though him love to say and love to claim, say him can go to Europe anytime he want. So why haven't you gone there, bro? You see me?
I mean, it's a good question to an extent. Is it that he's comfortable in the MLS? Is it that he doesn't want a new challenge? I mean, Europe does pay you more money, and you know, for over, I would say, the past 5, 6, 7 years, we've always questioned why hasn't he been in Europe, especially for the quality of goalkeeper that he is to an extent. I feel like he could do a job in a good enough European league. But if he's saying that he had the chance and he didn't go, whatever the case is, then you know, that's on him. He talks about lacking ambition. I mean, what do you expect from an MLS club? You know, there's no trophy in the MLS that is respectable to win where you can end your career and you look back and say, you know what, that was a good trophy. I think if you win the Gold Cup or even the Nations League, it's more respectable than the MLS Cup or the Supporter Shield. I'm being honest. So in that regard, I think the blame is on him, especially for staying at Philadelphia Union for that long. He was drafted back in 2014. He could have used the MLS as a stepping stone to get to Europe. So when that opportunity presented itself, he should have taken that chance in terms of going to Europe. But I mean, it's on Andre Blake. You know, he's still the club captain, and you know, Dylan mentioned something. You talk about leadership, right? You know, I kind of have to blame Andre Blake on this one because, listen, man, when you're a leader of your club, right, you have to take responsibility for some of the things that you do in terms of leadership. And I think this is one of the instances where Andre Blake is not showing good leadership qualities. So all in all, you know, he has to take some blame for what is going on with his career at Philadelphia Union. But let's move on to the next topic, right? Now, somebody that...
Yeah, I stand corrected. Navas is the greatest.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, how could we forget about Navas?
Yeah.
Wow, with Costa Rica.
Yeah.
You know, but one person that, you know, have to big up in this stream is none other than Dujuan Richards. And the big question is, and Dylan, let me ask you this first: is Dujuan better than Nicholas Jackson?
What?
You know, it's a good question because many Jamaicans think that Dujuan is better than Nicholas Jackson. So I know I'm putting in the hot seat, whatever the case is, but give me your thoughts surrounding that question.
Maybe he could become better than Jackson, but not right now. Like Jackson literally just scored yesterday. He has the same amount of non-penalty goals as Cole Palmer. So like, I don't really like. Whisper has a lot to prove, and he scored a brace today, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I just don't. I don't think he's there yet. I think he could get there. I think he definitely has a profile to get there. But not now. Yeah. I don't even know what his best position is. What is his best position?
I think, you know, coming off the right, more like an inside forward.
Well, then, yeah, as you like to say, you can't compare strikers and wingers. So, there you go.
If we get some comments,
Mm-hmm. But before we even take some of the comments, right? I think there's no comparison in terms of, as I said, I don't like comparing the wingers or inside forwards with strikers. And I think, listen, I know that Nicholas Jackson isn't having a prolific season in terms of in front of goal, but if you look at the guy in La Liga, right, he's just 22, so his first season in La Liga would have been his first like professional season, in which he scored, I believe, the same amount of goals. I think this season is having a better season in terms of goal contributions compared to when he was in that Villarreal team, in which he was subsequently when Chelsea purchased him from. This season, I know that Nicholas Jackson has let me see, Nicholas Jackson 11 goals and 4 assists as well, so 15 goal contributions across this season, all competitions. So whenever people make the comparison between Whisper and Nicholas Jackson, I think it's unfair. And I think this is coming from Jamaicans. And I will say it here first. I see why Jamaica is not good in football, because a lot of us, or most of us, lack football knowledge. And it's just the truth. Jamaicans are so, what would the word be? I think they think the world revolves around them and the talent that we have in the local league as well as internationally. Because in truth and in fact, bro, if you watch Chelsea week in, week out, you see that Nicholas Jackson is a far better player than what Dujuan Whisper is. You're telling me that a player who has only played in schoolboy football for one season, basically, you're going to compare him to somebody who came from La Liga and is playing in the first team for Chelsea, who has 15 goal contributions across the season. Many of these people are not watching the games that Chelsea play and that Nicholas Jackson play in. You talk about the hold-up play of Nicholas Jackson. You talk about the intelligent runs in the channels. You talk about the strength that he has and how he can bring other players into the game as well. He has so many facets to his game. The only thing that's stealing Nicholas Jackson. Yeah, go on, Dicanio.
Jackson has everything except the finishing. Even his game IQ in the final third. He makes good passes, bro. His link-up play is brilliant, especially for such a young player. But the reason why he gets so much stick, dog, is because he just can't finish. He's atrocious. He's so stink when it comes to putting the ball into the back of the net, dog. So that is the reason why him gets so much backlash. But at the end of the day, him young. Now Jackson around 22 in a dog. And he might get himself in high positions, bro, if this man can just find it, so. You see me? The man become world class because he have all of the things where players find hard. You see me? You have a whole heap of players out there who are good finishers, but them can't do. Them not have everything else in them game, bro. This man just need to work on this alone. He have strength, dribbling, speed, link-up play, game IQ. You see me, bro? Come on, dog. Even if him can't cement and find him finishing or him shooting boots, bro. Man still have a spot in the Chelsea team. If I even as a backup striker, would I take that man over Eddie Nketiah Arsenal any day for come play backup, bro? You see me? Any day, dog, because him can offer in so many different ways. You see me, dog? But for comparison, it's too early, dog. You just allow the man, make the man grow and build, bro. You see me? Me no want to say Whisper no better, I'm not going to say Whisper better for sure. But at the end of the day, dog, it's way too early. We don't see this man play even a handful of professional games yet. You see me, dog? So, nah, fam, I'm not do the comparison.
Dylan, you want to add to that?
No, I mean, they kind of talking the truth still. Like, I think Jackson, I don't even know how many goals Drogba got in his first season, but I don't think Jackson is too far off. But yeah, Jackson has time to grow. Like he definitely has talent. I would take him at Arsenal. Honestly, I think Mikel could do a job with him. But yeah, bro, like the finishing will come, bro, and he's under Pochettino, right? So yeah.
And Pochettino recently mentioned as well that he needs time with this Chelsea team. And listen, Pochettino took Hurricane, turned him into a world-class player. He had Dele Alli for a period of time, Ericsson. A lot of these players he purchased from, no disrespect to somebody's club, but no, I'm not going to say scrub. These are not scrub clubs, but clubs that were developing these players, MK Dons, Leicester City, Ajax, whatever the case is. And Pochettino turned a lot of these players into class players, Heung-min Son, just to name a few. So I think Nicholas Jackson, once he finds his scoring shoes or scoring boot, then he will be at the top of his game. Bro, I can guarantee, and I will die on a hill for this. If Nicholas Jackson was putting away a lot of those chances, he would have been in the Golden Boot race.
Yeah.
He would have probably had a chance to win it as well. He would have been right up there with 20 goals, 25 goals easily. Because, bro, name an expert in the Premier League that getting so many goal-scoring positions like Nicholas Jackson. And if it's one thing with this Chelsea team, a big...
Literally, if he was taking penalties, he would be right there with Haaland. Like if
Yeah.
he can kick a penalty and score like 95% of them, he'd be 2 goals off of Haaland. So I don't even understand the comparison really. Like that's it.
Yeah, the comparison for me is a bit unfair. You know, many Jamaicans think that people just get up and make videos because we're making up things. But it's what people are saying on Twitter. You know, whenever Nicholas Jackson plays a game and he doesn't play good, you know, Jamaicans say, "Oh, Whisper is better than him." Whenever Whisper scores, even today, people will be saying that he's better than Nicholas Jackson. But I feel it's because Nicholas Jackson is an easy target for criticism in the Premier League, so everybody just jumps on the bandwagon. Okay, yes, he's a striker and he's not scoring goals, but let's talk about other facets of his game in terms of how he helps other teammates as well, like the Cole Palmer, the Madueke, some of these guys. If anything, if you're going to talk about, you know what's unfair about the Whisper comparison as well? Okay, Nicholas Jackson is not scoring goals, right? Is Dujuan a prolific goal scorer? No, he's prolific in schoolboy football. So if you're going to talk about Nicholas Jackson for this Chelsea team, then I'm expecting that whenever Dujuan goes into that place to replace Jackson, he's going to score 20-something goals for the rest of the season. Because goal scoring is one of the issues of Chelsea. So you're telling me that Dujuan is the problem solver for this Chelsea team. Smurf says, another example is Stefan, the City backup keeper. Where is he now? Listen, I don't know, and he was never good in the first place. But, you know, City, they have the City group. NYCFC is in partnership with the City group. So you're always going to have 1 and 2 American goalkeepers. But listen, man, Zach Stefan wasn't any good goalkeeper. I think, what's his name? Andre Blake is a way better keeper than Zach Stefan, you know, the keeper that used to play for Arsenal, Matt Turner, he's also good as well. But let's move on to our next topic, right? Let's talk about the big bad Mason Greenwood. He played today. Unlucky his team lost. Now, the update surrounding Mason Greenwood is that it's nothing to do with the Reggae Boyz, really and truly, but it's still a good enough update that we have to cover. So Fabrizio Romano reported since week that Manchester United they are open to selling Greenwood this summer as his contract is set to end in 2025. And if you know anything about football in general and how contracts work, if January of 2025 comes, then he can talk to any club and basically sign a pre-contract, which would mean that he would be leaving honor-free in the summer of 2025. So the best thing for United is to sell Mason Greenwood this upcoming summer transfer window. Also, seeing that he was an academy player, you know, you don't really purchase academy players to an extent. You know, he was there from very young. So the thing is, any profit or any money that United will gain off the sale is a big profit in terms of going to FFP or even into the budget for acquiring other players as well for this upcoming summer transfer window. So the big news surrounding Greenwood is that Manchester United will be selling him this upcoming summer transfer window. Now, I saw a rumor, Dicanio, where it stated that there are a bunch of Premier League clubs, unknown Premier League clubs, that are making inquiries about Mason Greenwood. In your mind, you have any thoughts? You think about any clubs in particular that you think could be inquiring about Mason Greenwood in the Premier League?
West Ham United.
Good shout. And
them shameless, bro. Them the response, Kurt Zuma incident. Mikel Antonio might be leaving. Greenwood go replace him. Him and Bowen can have a good link up. Greenwood can play all across the attack line. It makes sense, bro. There were grassy links to replace Antonio in case he's leaving, but hey, bro, I'm gonna say no other club better. Because when I big club, them now go do that, bro. Like it's just way too risky for a top 6 club.
Bro, there's one that would do it, bro.
who?
Spurs.
No man, we leaving.
Bro, I feel like Spurs would do it, bro. Like I can feel it, bro. It just feel like
No, remember say Spurs work off a sponsorship, you know. So
dog.
yeah, I think Spurs are doing.
Levy are protecting money before football. You
That's
might make sure say, yeah, bro. So shameless FC, bro. Where's some?
Yeah, West Ham is a good show. I think
I think West Ham is a perfect club.
what's it doing?
No, perfect club.
Yeah, I think West Ham could be a good shot. You know, Greenwood could play as a striker as well, and that's what they're looking for, a replacement in that position. You know, the link with the striker down by Stuttgart, plus other strikers as well. But Greenwood could be a player who could play in that position. You know, in the academy for United, he played in that position. However, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer decided to move him out to the right-hand side, which he can play multiple positions across the front three. Baller, I dream about Greenwood, lads. Dream that it was in Liverpool. Well, listen. Martin Luther King once said, "I had a dream." So we have a dream that Mason Greenwood will play for the Reggae Boys. However, I'm not going as far to dream about Mason Greenwood. I will not be dreaming about Mason Greenwood. However,
Weird.
hopefully he plays for Jamaica. Maybe we can manifest it, but not so much dream about him. Kevin Facey, big up presser. I think Newcastle would be a good place for Greenwood. So them started the shameless to do. Started them shameless. I feel like they started them with a take Greenwood. What do you think?
Castle shameless in our way too, bro.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, but you don't hear any rumors coming out.
Plus the Saudi thing, like, yeah, bro. Castle fans with the care, bro. When I feel so. And
And Mhm.
yeah, got you.
No, over the years, Newcastle they've had some questionable players over the years as well. Not to the extent of what Mason Greenwood did or what he was accused of, but I know that if history serves me right, there have been some players at Newcastle in recent, not recent history, but in the past that there are some shady characters. You know what I'm saying? But Newcastle were some two clubs that could potentially be in for Greenwood, and United, seeing that his contract ends in 2025, it's not a case where United can demand anything. You know what I'm saying? Because so that you don't move him out this summer, you loan him out, right? When January comes, then the guy's going to leave on a free in the summer of 2025. So if a Premier League club comes in mid-table, whatever the case is, and say, you know what, here's 40 million British pounds, whatever, get us Mason Greenwood 35, I think United just has to take it, and it's a big profit for them as well. Dylan, what do you think? Mikel Arteta take Mason Greenwood? Why?
Stop supporting Arsenal.
Why? I mean,
No, that.
I get in that sense.
Bro,
But,
after watching the Mikel Arteta interview with the kid today, bro, that man can do no wrong, dog. And
but surely you have a player in Thomas Partey who, you know,
no, that narrative, no Kishan, bro. Like, just love it, bro. Talk to Dicanio about Thomas Partey, dog. Dicanio,
you just
dog. I just want 3 more games out of Thomas Partey, bro. Just watch the video on me, bro. I just want 3 more games and him can cut. That's all I have to say, dog.
so you can't waiting. You gotta take Greenwood, right? Seeing that you have Thomas Partey who they're in the same.
Don't bring up this Thomas. Oh my god, dog. What you friend to my face, dog?
Wouldn't Greenwood be a good backup to Bukayo Saka? Greenwood could be a good backup.
Yo, let me answer your question. Allow me to answer your question. All right, bro. There's no tangible evidence of anything with Thomas Partey. He was not convicted. He was whenever there was no news about an arrest, like there was a news of an arrest with Greenwood, because there was no certainty. No one was sure. If they were sure, they would have called him name, just like how them call him name with Greenwood. You see me? So it's a totally different case. It was just rumors with Thomas Partey. None of us know because there's no tangible proof, and no one could not report on it. They kept on saying a Premier League player from a Big Six club, a Premier League player from a this or that, because them know them can't say it because there is no proof here. So it's a totally different case, bro. You see me? And if Thomas Partey's case was like Mason Greenwood's case, he would have been here, dog. You see me? Arsenal is a way more classic club than Manchester United. You see me?
But Greenwood isn't at United anymore. So how are you trying to say that? What, United isn't a class club? Let me know. I know that you're going to drop for one thing. You're going to talk about Anthony. All right.
Bro, you guys are not a classic club. That's not in the history, bro. You are not gentlemen of football. You are literally the Red Devils. You see me? So Manchester, bro, Arsenal is a classic club than Manchester United, bro. That's facts, dog. But back to my point, somebody I try to make. You can't compare the Thomas Partey case and Greenwood case, bro. You see, if there was that tangible proof, then all right. And speaking on what Dylan have to say, move in front of my face with the argument there, bro. Thomas Partey is the greatest Arsenal player right now. How you, dog? If it, bro, when Partey are playing a dog, Arsenal unbeatable, you know, bro. I'm tell you, dog. Bro, that man is a genius, dog. We have to find a way to get that man playing. I'm telling you, if a man can give me 10 games a season, I'm good. Just 10 games more. You see me? Because now I have Jorginho, I have Rice. Just give me all 10 to 15 games, bro. Them crucial game there, I'm a governor. You see me, bro?
I mean, fair enough. You talk about class. Okay, I give you that Arsenal is a gentleman's club. But listen, being a gentleman doesn't win you guys trophies, It doesn't get you the Champions League that you've never won before. It doesn't get you back to back Premier League titles, etc., etc. So you can be all the gentleman that you want. And I think one of the big accusations for Arsenal is that over the time period of Arsene Wenger, they've been too pretty on the ball, too much pretty football. So you can be all the gentleman that you want. It didn't win any trophies back then. I mean, to an extent, it did when Arsene Wenger was at his peak. But little after that, he said that top four is a trophy. So it tells you everything about being a gentleman. I'd rather be a red devil and win trophies than be a gentleman and not win trophies.
Well,
All
that's
right,
just
burning
talking to
hell,
personality.
burning hell, then, bro, burning hell. That's all we have to say.
All right then.
Keep yourself,
Bro,
you know.
that's just your personality, bro. You see, at Gunners, people at Gunners, we're a community. You see, they're devils at 433 Presso, so you choose.
But listen, people, that's the update surrounding Mason Greenwood. United will be looking to move on Mason Greenwood this upcoming summer.
Sorry, for Presso, what
Yeah.
are your thoughts?
About what?
No, about Greenwood. You love ask us about Party, Greenwood, Anthony Blau. Let's hear your thoughts. Come now. Tell us.
So though, Greenwood, I'm a baller still. Big up to Greenwood. You see me? He's a good player, to be honest. I think he's a good guy. He wasn't accused of anything. So what more can we say surrounding the situation? Yeah, say nothing more. You forgive and you forget. So I wasn't there. I'm not married to Greenwood. The girl is married to Greenwood. They have a child together. So if she is fine, then who am I? God's sake, who's without sin cast the first stone? I've committed many sins in my life, and not to the extent of Greenwood, but yeah, But let me tell you what I will say is Greenwood is one of the luckiest football players I've ever seen in my life, bro. If you met a couple years back with a lot of footballers who have been accused of this stuff, whether them go court and get found guilty or not go court, bro, their career has ended. Like some of them go to the dungeon in terms of the leagues that they end up playing in, little to nothing in terms of the pay that they get week in, week out. So Greenwood is a lucky player to even still have a career playing in La Liga, a big league, one of the probably second biggest leagues in terms of football, you know what I'm saying? And he could potentially leave when his loan ends. He could potentially find a next club in a respectable European league. So
Juventus on them side, bro.
Yeah.
Take him, bro. No jokes.
He's a very lucky guy. Whether he was found guilty or not, bro, when those stuff get called on your name, it can literally destroy your career. It can destroy your character, whatever the case is. But it's kind of commendable to see how, after not playing football for such a long period of time, he's mentally strong to get back on the pitch and, putting down these performances. I think this season he has like 16 goal contributions. And somebody left a comment as well. Benjamin Mendy is a prime example. Benjamin Mendy went to court and was not found guilty on any count of what he was accused of. And he didn't get back a career at Manchester City. He didn't get back a career at any respectable club. I mean, yes, he did get a little bit older, but he went to France to the I don't remember what the team is. It Lorient? I believe it is. I believe it's FC Lorient. I think they were orange as well. So I mean, as I said, man, listen, Greenwood is a very, very lucky player in that sense. But the next person we're going to talk about is none other than Leon Chippy Bailey, having a wonderful season. Leon Bailey, 14 goals and 14 assists across the season. 28 goal contributions. Dylan, Leon Bailey to Arsenal. What do you think about that? Having a wonderful season. Could be the backup to Bukayo Saka. Could even challenge Saka for his position. And he's probably better than Bukayo Saka as well. Many Jamaicans share the notion that he's having a better season than Saka, that he's better than Saka. Many Jamaicans also share the notion that Leon Bailey is a world-class player. And surely, many people lay the accusation against Saka that he's not world-class. So, Leon Bailey to Arsenal. What do you think?
Bro, no. Bro, I don't want anybody going on no podcast at my club. You see Ramsdale, bro? Bro, ask Dicanio how long more Ramsdale out of my club, bro. I don't want nobody that's going on no podcast. I mean, they can come on our podcast. I mean, I don't have a problem. And they can do media stuff. But if you're going on a podcast to show your weaknesses and deficiencies, I do not want you at my club. I'm so sorry. That's all I have to say.
And Dicanio, what are your thoughts on what Dylan just said?
On Bailey to Arsenal?
Yeah. As well as the season that he's having. 28 goal contributions across the season.
Yeah, bro, brilliant season. He's having a top quality season, and he's established himself as a top Premier League proven player. And that's what he is right now. The world class claims are a bit too much. Because to be world class, you have to perform for your country, you have to perform for your club, and him just nah do that as yet. But it's nothing against him. Him have time. You see me, a country career is not like a club career. You can have, him can all play for Jamaica when I'm at 34, 35, 36. That make him have all 10 more years in a national camp. You see me, bro? So yeah, bro, him have time. Make we see him develop. Um and he have a good season. Hopefully him can help Aston Villa come back in at the semi-final, second leg. They're losing by 2 goals. No away goal rules, else they would have out for sure. Losing 4-2 at home. So yeah, bro, let's see what happens for Aston Villa. They're in for a shot of Champions League football. So yeah, bro, quality, prem proven. I think he has the most.
Prem proven. What do you mean prem proven?
Yes, he's.
I mean, surely having one good season in the Premier League does not make it prem proven.
No, but come on, bro. Prem proven. Last season, how much goals did he get? Like around 5?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like 5 goals in the Premier League, and then he improved the next season. The season before that, he did have how much? Around 3 or 4. Then
Yeah, something like that.
5. Then he might come. Yeah, so that's prem proven, bro. It's not every prem proven means. Remember, I said the Premier League are just top 6, you know. Premier League are from 1st to 20. You see me? So yeah, bro, in prem proven from you score 4 this season, you score 5 next season, you're gonna go score 10 the next season. That is prem proven, bro. You see me? Now, whether I'm world class or whether I'm top quality, then that is up to consistency. Can you keep that level of high performances, high numbers throughout your career? And it's too early to say that. So there's no tangible proof that Leon Bailey is world class unless you love man. Yeah, you gotta say that. You see me? But he is a top quality player. He
He's
is.
top 7 right wings in the Premier League right now. I think that's where I could.
Yeah, bro.
There's not that many big right wingers in the Premier League right now.
Yeah, bro. So he's a top quality player, bro. He's definitely in top 5. You have Saka, you have Bowen, you have Salah. Then
Kudos.
you have him. I don't consider Foden as a winger, bro. Foden is just a player. You see me? But me I talk about out and out right wingers. You have Saka, you have Salah, you have Bowen, and you have Bailey.
Kudos.
Bro, Kudus, yeah, he might perform good, but Kudus not reach. Well, I don't want to say not reach Bailey level yet. Can go World Cup, him do this, him do that, but I'm not adding to them conversations yet. We are talking about people in the Prem. And plus Kudus play upon the left, him play attacking mid, him we play striker. So me I talk about them dead right winger there. You see me, bro? Bailey in the top 5 for sure. So that make him world class, but it make him a very top quality player that is Prem proven. He is not world class.
Anthony, I would take Billy at United. I think he's well. I don't think I know he's better than Anthony. I know he's better than Anthony. I would take him at United for the time being, you know. But let me tell you this, bro. I mean, I think only Jamaicans go around parading that Leon Bailey is a world class player. If you go across the board in England, Spain, Italy, Leon Bailey doesn't come up in any conversation pretending to be a world class player. And one thing I want to address today, right? People have to talk about comparison. This, don't compare the Jamaican players. And Dylan, you and I were on the last stream, and I said to people, you know what's funny? People talk about do not compare the Jamaican players, but people go around and compare every other player from every other respective nation and they form conclusions about who's better than who. So why when me, as a Jamaican, say that, you know what, I believe Saka is better than Leon Bailey. Oh, yeah, bad mind the man, yeah, fight down Leon Bailey. Bro, it's just that Saka just better than the man. It's just that Leroy Sané better than the man, Ginabry, whatever the case is, it's just that the man better than the man because that is life. Comparison. When you eat at your favorite restaurant and go try a new restaurant, you're going to compare the food, you're going to compare the prices. You don't have nothing to do with, the man comparing country, so you must just praise the man. And yes, praise him when it is due, but you don't run around blindly talking about, yeah, man, you know, say Leon Bailey, I best things in slash, but I best.
Man, I love man. That I full.
Yeah, and how me know say, enough Jamaican man love man, especially Leon Bailey. When you try to have a conversation with them surrounding Bailey, right? And you say to a man, so you know, say bro, you feel like your soccer better than the man. You know the first thing the man them draw for? Go SY my mother. You're a B-boy. You're a fool. I did it for dead. Bro, how can I have a conversation with somebody like that in terms of football when you go tell me about my mother because I said this man better than Leon Bailey? It's not a fight down thing against Bailey, bro. The man is having a wonderful season. I will praise Leon Bailey for that. But then people that were talking about go insult their mother, whatever the case is.
That, by the way, more stop it there, bro. You see me? Because the whole I And I just press a channel in a dog. On our channel, I see it, bro. Bad man, if you know, that's no fun to see me, you know, because I go match all what and only people are big me up in the bro. You see me? So respect to all our fans and what they out there, you see me? But some on the dog, if you see me I road and I say that to my face, dog. So why you not come in the comments and I say them thing there, dog? When you see me I road and say it to my face, dog, you see me? I make you see what happen next. You see me, bro? But apart from that, dog, just stop me. More I say this on the platform now, bro. Just stop me. Yeah, because
My bad about that.
no matter what we publish or no matter what we put out, people are gonna have them opinions. You see me? And everybody's smart for have good conversations and healthy conversations. So more while anytime I see none of them comments, I just ignore them and start delete them. You see me, bro? So
Bro, don't delete them, bro. They're so funny, dog.
not just, bro, man, none of them nah say that to your face and them saying a dog. I just some internet badness them depend dog. I'm gonna depend that, bro. More I use this them, you know, but stop this them, bro. I just delete it and move. You see me?
No, I really talk, and I think this is a Jamaican problem where in England I've seen where many persons have conversations about soccer being better than food, and me not hear a man go tell a man about them mother. Me not hear a man tell a man say so I go shank you when me meet you outside of the stadium. Me not hear them talk there. But with Jamaican people, a man literally want to beat you up or tell you about your mother, send you up under your mother because you say the man no work class, really. And next thing too, I need to address punctuation marks and grammar, whatever the case is, right? Now, if somebody does a video and there's a question mark, it means that they're asking a question. Now, I did a video recently on Dujuan Whisper Richards where some people claim that it is clickbait. Now, if I'm asking a question, how can something be clickbait? Now, there's an article that was published in regards to the Chelsea team having 14 first-team injuries, and the article made a prediction that Dujuan could probably be in the matchday squad. And if you know the meaning of probability or probably, you know that it means is there a chance, whatever the case is. So if somebody puts a question mark, it means that they're asking a question. What do you guys think? We're asking you, the viewers, the question. Do you think he can make it into the matchday squad? Not the starting 11, but at least to make it on the bench. Especially seeing that he's having a wonderful season. Also for you guys, do you think he should get back into the national team? Listen, if he's having a wonderful season with the under-21s, right? And he's training with the first team on different occasions, I think he has to be in the national team. No doubts about it, no question. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like there are 1 and 2 players in the national team that they're not really productive, if I'm being honest. Whether it's coming off the bench, whether it is starting, and I'm not talking about Omari or some of these guys, but Jamal Lowe, who we're going to talk about in a short period of time. I'm not too big of a fan of Jamal Lowe. What do you think about Jamal Lowe, Dicanio?
You answered this before. I'm a killer one. As Madi said the last time, it's not a player where when we have a Copa America when we have a World Cup, is a definite person for make it in the team, but he's a proven player in England. He's played for a whole host of players in the teams in the Championship. He's played in the Premier League. So yeah, bro, if there's ever some injuries or we have some injury problems, then he's a competent player to go for and select. And that just shows the wide pool of players that Jamaica has, bro. It's just a matter of there are just so many things wrong with Jamaica football that just need to be addressed. But yeah, bro, when him just it forward, them time when they try getting all of the English-based players in the qualifiers to try push, and it just never work. We bring in Kemaru, we bring in him, we bring in Antonio, pin up the all of them. But he rate him, bro. You see me? And him, they have one nice little link up with Ravel and them man there. But as it relates to this current team, him kind of phased out, bro. But as I say, competent player. And if there are ever injuries to the forward line, is a player mode that trust for come in and do a job.
And let me just say as well, before I even go to the Jamal Lowe thing, let me just read out the statistic for Jamal Lowe. 9 goals and 3 assists this season, 12 goal contributions across the season, and he's on loan from Bournemouth. But let me just quickly address this comment. Who is this? Let me see. Richard Crawford goes on to state that when you forgive Bailey, but no, when you forgive Greenwood, but when you hold down Bailey and Whisper. Richard Crawford, let me just take this off screen, right? What just happened just now? Yeah, let me just ask you this question, Richard Crawford. No, I'm in no position in terms of being in the JFF, whatever the case is. Tell me how me hold on Leon Bailey. Tell us how anyone on this stream, on this panel right now, or any fan hold on Leon Bailey. The man is playing at Aston Villa, right? The man make more money than me. So tell me I'm holding here, Bailey. Tell me. But big up yourself for the comments too. Chris Smith, big up yourself. Greenwood are world class. I don't think Greenwood is world class just as yet. I think he has world class talent. He has the talent to reach to that level, but not world class. JShy 876. I am not convinced with Jamal Lowe. His club team always send him back on loan, even when he helped them go to Premier League. Them loan him back out. So let me just take the last comment before I head into this Jamal Lowe article, because he's been linked with a numerous amount of clubs. Jason Gunna TV, big up yourself, Mr. Arsenal himself, the man who thinks Arsenal will be winning the English Premier League, which I have news for you, it will not be happening. And to be honest, we probably have to go replace Dicanio and Dylan. We can't have two Arsenal fans on the panel. We need a City fan, we need a Spurs fan, we need Chelsea. Come on, people. But Jamal Lowe should have been in every squad since the first time we called him. I mean, fair enough. But in regards to the Jamal Lowe article, right? So the big bad Jamal Lowe, 9 goals and 3 assists this season. Middlesbrough stands on. So the headline is Middlesbrough stands on landing Swansea City loan man outlined by report. So let me just blow through this article quickly because I read it, whatever the case is. So he's on loan from Bournemouth, playing at Swansea City in the Championship, 12 goal contributions across the season. Now, Middlesbrough is managed by Michael Carrick, and there's some slight interest from Middlesbrough. However, I think some folks at Middlesbrough are saying they're not convinced by Jamal Lowe to a large extent. However, a lot of clubs interested in the services of Jamal Lowe. Norwich City, Ipswich Town, who is vying for promotion to the Premier League, Derby County, who recently got promoted back to the Championship, Millwall, Watford, and Portsmouth are a numerous amount of clubs who are interested in the services of the 29-year-old Jamaican international. Now, in terms of Jamal Lowe going forward, I think his contract is actually set to end at the end of this season, actually. So I think he could be leaving on a free, if memory serves me right. But listen, in terms of Jamal Lowe, I think what he has done so far for himself at the club level, I think it's respectable. You know what I'm saying? I think you have those players who get bounced around, to be honest, utility players, whatever the case is, move around the league, serve different purposes for different teams. And I think that's the type of player that Jamal Lowe is. It's a guy that can do a job. You know what I'm saying? He's not below average. I think he's average. And, he's not coming to the end of it, 29, getting a bit older. So when he gets to those stages...
So prime.
Yes, so you have 1 to 2 more big moves left in you in terms of especially money. The older you get, you look for that big paycheck, whatever the case is. But I think it's a good link for Jamal Lowe. He needs to find a club actually because I don't think Bournemouth is moving in the direction that Jamal Lowe is moving in. I think Bournemouth is sitting 10th in the Premier League.
Top team now.
Yeah, I think they're looking to build some new infrastructure for the club as well. I think they have an American owner, Michael B. Jordan. I know that he's invested some money in the club. He's in partnership with them as well. So I think Bournemouth is just going a different direction compared to Jamal Lowe and what they want in terms of players. Also, a next player that we need to talk about is Ellis Sims, a potential Reggae Boyz, right? Who we talk about Bournemouth. He is being linked with Bournemouth at this moment in time. Ellis Sims, who plays for Coventry, he will be playing tomorrow. The last game of the season for Coventry, they could have earned a spot in terms of playing in the what do you call it again, in the Championship, the qualification to get to Wembley to at least the playoffs. They had a chance to get into the playoffs, however, they didn't take that chance. So in regards to Ellis Sims, right, he's been linked with 2 top Premier League clubs, and if you know anything about Ellis Sims, he played for Everton, in which he was sold to Coventry, having a wonderful season. Ellis Sims this season, he has 23 goal contributions across all competitions, 19 goals and 4 assists. Now, the thing with this link is, right, Bournemouth striker Dominic Solanke is being linked with a move away to Tottenham Hotspur. Now, Bournemouth, they're asking for something like 50 million euros or British pounds, whatever the case is, right? And then he's also linked to Brentford. And if you know anything about Brentford, who's the striker that is looking to leave this upcoming summer? Ivan Toney. So both clubs are interested in the services of Ellis Sims. So it comes down to whichever one of the respective strikers from one of these 2 teams move away. And Dicanio, you know a lot about Ivan Toney, right? I think Ivan Toney would be the more realistic option in terms of leaving his club. I don't think Daniel Levy will be paying anything around 50 for Dominic Solanke, who's 27, 28. You know what I'm saying? Who's having his first good season in the Premier League. So Ellis Sims could potentially go to one of these two clubs. But as I said, Ivan Toney is the more realistic option in terms of leaving. Now, before I even get to Dicanio, Dylan, what are your thoughts surrounding Ellis Sims, who could be a potential Reggae Boyz? You've seen him before, right?
Well, I mean, he got snubbed from getting to the finals of the FA Cup by Man U's teeth in it again. But no, I think from that game, I did get to see some clips of him, and I've seen some clips of him before. And I think, yeah, Brentford, if Brentford calls, like if you're in the Championship, if you're in any other lower league, if Brentford call, it must be for a reason. So I think that'd be the perfect move for him, honestly. Yeah, I would love to play at Brentford. So, yep.
You think he could play at Brentford at this age, this moment in time? You think he could give them something out the right foot?
Yeah, of course. I mean,
definitely. How many goals?
Without doubt.
How many goals for the season you're giving Brentford?
How many goals? If he's taking penalties, I think he could about 10, 15 goals in his first season.
No, how many goals you're giving Brentford?
Who what?
Now, I asked you if you think you could play for Brentford at this age.
I play for Brentford, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, give me a year, give me some money, give me a gym membership, bro, and I mean,
alone or
I score 1 or 2 goals, bro. Yeah.
But Dicanio, Ellis Sims and Ivan Toney as well. I want to ask about Ivan Toney. In terms of Ellis Sims, what are your thoughts with this transfer link to the Premier League?
Yeah, bro, deserved. Bro, I just want to get my hopes up with, especially those English-based players. Because they might go wait out for England. You see me? But yeah, not top quality, but he might feel himself. You see me, bro? He might get experience. He's becoming a very decent player, bro. So it's good to see him in a Prem. Anybody where I get them type of stats in at the Championship deserve a Prem move. I'm not business to which club, but yeah, them deserve a chance in the Prem. And the fact that he was playing for Everton as well. I knew him from the Everton days, but I didn't know that he could play for Jamaica back then. I remember him scoring a goal one time. And he was very raw back then as well. He's a completely different player. He's learned a lot and he's grown a lot as well. So he's a completely different player now than he was playing for Everton then. So hats off to him.
Chris, big up yourself. We're going to talk about Boza shortly, but in terms of him being linked with a club, not as yet. However, me and Dicanio and Dylan plan to form a club and we'll go buy Boza and build a team around him. You see me? So people will just drop the super chat them so we can use that money to fund the club. But other than that, still right. In regards to Ellis Sims, bro, I start against United, and bro, he's a wonderful player. You get me? I say like the man really bullied the back line. Had a couple of opportunities in which he should have scored. I think one of the opportunities that he took picking up the crossbar, he scored a goal in that game as well. So all in all, I think Ellis Sims is a quality striker that any team in the Premier League could use. I mean, obviously not City or Arsenal, whatever the case is. But I think the thing with Ellis Sims that it's kind of tricky for Jamaica is, and for Jamaica in particular. Okay, here I have a player who's playing the Championship, right? You remember when Ivan Toney and Ali Watkins waited out for England? People that say a couple years ago, Ali Watkins and Ivan Toney are good. But the man them back themselves, they believed in themselves and they got into the English national team. Now, is it the case where Ellis Sims can go to either Brentford or Bournemouth, score 20 goals a season, 15, 20 goals a season, and wait out for England? Who knows? Because Hurricane is getting older. Ivan Toney is getting older. I think Ali Watkins is at a fair age, 28, 27, something like that. So Ellis Sims, if he has a couple good seasons in the English Premier League, he could get a chance in the English national team, or he could even choose Poland as well. So I think it's a bit tricky for Jamaica going forward, especially if he's having wonderful seasons, season in, season out. So, I mean, let's see what becomes of Ellis Sims, who's only 24, but he can either represent England, Poland, and Jamaica as well. Let me just take this comment from, who's this? Nitro, big up yourself. Nitro says, the 55-man pool for Copa America is required for submission by Monday. I am sure these potential players have no documentation at this time. We need to focus on what we have. And, Nitro, big up yourself for relying on that information. If that's the case, then obviously I don't think Ellis Sims will be in that 55 man pool, as well as I don't know about Mason Greenwood because he missed two concert appointments. And I know that people say that it takes a while to get the passports for a lot of these players. So a lot of these potential Reggae Boys, if that's the case, if it is supposed to be submitted by Monday, then obviously Ellis Sims will not be in that 55 man pool. However, he could potentially be in the pool for the Nations League that will be coming up in September of this year. Now, Dicanio, the man from your community, the man that you grew up playing football with, the guy that you watch the week in, week out on the football pitch on Sunday, Saturday, Shamar Boza Nicholson, right? Somebody who is one of your biggest inspiration in terms of a quality football player. Now, Boza recently in March made a big claim stating that this current Reggae Boys team is they have more, the talent is more than the 1998 team. What do you have to say about that? And even before you answer, the 1998 team consisted of players like Billy Gardner, Walter Boyd, Paul Hall, Robbie Earl, Ricardo Fuller, Ricardo Gardner, Peter Cargill, the late Peter Cargill, R.I.P. to Peter Cargill, Theodore Tapper Whitmore, who was the national coach at one point in time. What are your thoughts surrounding that claim by Shamar Nicholson, who you played football with growing up in your community?
Bad man, stop telling people about my community that I've never seen that guy in my life. Like that. I see him when we go match. You see me? And I'm my favorite Reggae Boys player. You see me? But we don't come from the same community, guys. I joke, Kishan, I joke. But yeah,
But
bro.
close enough, bro.
But yeah, bro. May I have to agree and disagree with that because at the end of the day, he said perhaps this current team has more talent, right?
Mhm.
And whenever I was born in 1998, most of them players them never see play before. So may I have to go off either highlight some other watch, which are few, or what tangible proof that they from look on. So if me have a look on talent, me have to look at the level that these players play for at their club. Me have to look at their stats, them little thing there. You see me? Because again, me never born them. Me never did think about for born them time, there, bro. So me can't really talk like a man where no in and out. Oh, Walter Boy did play. You see me? Oh, the rest of them man, oh, Nandi Lowe did play. Oh, Robbie Earl them did play. You see me? So if me have a look on the Reggae Boys 1998 World Cup squad there and look at this pool that we have now, our pool is 100% more talented. But like what Buzzer said, it's not about talent. It's about hard work, being able to perform on the pitch, relationships on the pitch, chemistry. All of those things is what builds a team. So I don't think Buzzer was saying that this is a better team because clearly we are not. We can't win a trophy. We can't win a Gold Cup. We can't win a Nations League.
But let me ask you a question, right? If memory serves me right, and in terms of my knowledge surrounding the Reggae Boys back in those days, did the Reggae Boys like really? I mean, yes, it was a big accomplishment going to the World Cup in 1998, right? But after the 1998 World Cup, what did we do after? I mean, if you look at the Reggae Boys in recent years, not this current crop of players, right? But the modern day Reggae Boys, they finished like what, second, third a couple times in the Gold Cup. They went to a couple finals. I know it's not the World Cup, but over the years, I think the team has accomplished some stuff that's good enough to talk about. And recently we finished third in the Nations League. Yes, we didn't win it, but to an extent, if you look at this team, you don't think this team is better than the 1998 team or even more talented. It does not. It doesn't have to be. I don't think it has to be proven by them going to the World Cup. I mean, to an extent, yes. But if you look at the team now, how many players from 1998 get into this team? And I know that many people will say everybody, but this is the thing with nostalgia. Many old folks will tell you that yeah, man, the 1998 team did better than this current team. How many players in the 1998 team that were better than them? I agree.
But then Kishan, you have to match the era, bro. That's why it's very hard because that era of football play different to this era of football. You see me? So you have to judge that team based on the era that they played in.
Mhm.
You see me? A man like where our parents were in them 50s or 60s or 40s. Zine, we watch Reggae Boyz and literally follow them. Brother, them see them they did pack, you know, and see how pack them see them they did be dog. We don't see that as youth yet. Our Reggae Boyz matching a dog. We don't see that yet, you know. So that team was loved. That team was followed. You see me? So the mere fact that them qualify for a World Cup and there were so many people where debut and see that and watch that. The standard is very high. The bar is set. And no other Reggae Boyz team, including this one, has done that. You see me? And it's not only about the players, it's about the administration. The way how the team setup was run. No structure, no style of play, no nothing. Just take a bag of players we have big name and just fling them in and say, go get with to a World Cup. That can't win your football matches. You see me, bro? So as Maria said before, it I just one of them things the way you just have to accept a man opinion and move on. Because
On to the Copa America then. We've made it to the Copa America, not by being invited, but by qualifying. So the Copa America is the next best thing in terms of the World Cup.
But just to stop you there again, was it always a case that teams could qualify for the World Cup? Remember, say, all heap of new things are get implemented into not World Cup, Copa America. Remember, say, all heap of new things are get implemented into. There wasn't a Nations League back then, so you have a judge back then, Reggae Boyz for not being in a competition like Nations League or winning a competitions like Nations League. That wasn't.
But let me ask the viewers this who are a bit older than us, right? What was the case with the United States back in 1998? Well, yeah, back in the 90s. What was the talent pool of the United States and Canada back in the 90s as well as the early 2000s? Because if you look at history, right, until recently America started invest heavily in football to get them where they're at now in terms of having a lot of players in Europe dominating Concacaf. And until recently Canada start knock some ball and have players in Europe and start dominate Concacaf as well. So even though we had a good team in terms of the 1998 team, etc. and beyond, what did we do with those teams? That's the big question. So even though they never have the Nations League and the Gold Cup, whatever the case is, for the other World Cups that were coming up to qualify for, what was the quality of the United States and Canada back in those days, Costa Rica as well? I think that's something that we can get educated on, and maybe the viewers can help us in that sense. Nitro say that is true. However, USA, Canada, and Panama were not good at that time. Exactly. So, Jamaica never done make a World Cup back in them day. They never good.
No, just a talk about your points and where you bring up Selena. You bring up the points of the Nation League. You bring up the point of the Gold Cup. Zine. No, the Nations League is something we just implemented around 3 to 4 years ago. So you can't, certain conversations and certain things, you have to be very careful in how you judge and how you compare that team, because not only the competitions with them did play now, but also the fact that it's a totally different era of football. So judging a player in one era and judging a player in this era are different. You can't say one player from the era they could have walked in at their team, yeah, because them just play a different type of football. You see me? Who knows if Liam Bailey could have started at the team there back then? Remember, say man used to broke man foot and going to kill man them time they dog. And then a girl game like no, bro. You see me? So who knows if the player they could have walked in at the team or adjusting at the time there. You see me, bro? So it's a very careful debate. And unless you live to see both, I don't think we experience enough or we see enough of both teams for make a really good judgment about that. That was my opinion. You see me?
Let me tell you this comment because I want Dylan to get in on this conversation. Neil Golson, big up yourself. USA, Costa Rica, Mexico, Honduras were always good. Nitro talking madness. How many World Cup Mexico and USA qualified for before and after 1998? I think USA qualified for majority of the World Cups. I think they missed the recent one. Was it in 2018 they missed out on? I think it was 2018 they missed out on going. Trinidad, they kind of beat them and they needed that win. Come here, seven brother. Me not disagree with your point, Dicanio. Sprinter General, big up yourself. No trophy, no World Cup qualification. No one here, nothing about better. I think he's talking about Sprinter, you're talking about the 1998 team or this current team?
No, I talk about this team. No World Cup qualification, no trophies, and don't want to hear nobody talk about them better than the 98 team.
What I will say, seeing that Canada, USA, and Mexico are hosting the World Cup, if Jamaica can make it at this World Cup, then me give up on them, isn't me? I will make that clear. Dylan, what do you think about the current crop of players in this Reggae Boyz team in comparison to 1998?
You stole my point, but I was going to say that if we don't qualify for this World Cup, I think JFF should just pack up Like honestly, like there's literally no hope if we don't qualify for this World Cup because the three best teams in Concacaf have already qualified. So no, I think that the 1998 team was a better team than the one we have now. But I don't think individual talent, this team will outdo. And I think that's really what it comes down to. The 1998 team never had a free pass to go into the World Cup. It wasn't an expanded format. The competitions weren't as much as we have right now. So I think objectively speaking, you'd say that the 1998 team was just a stronger collective effort by our whole country. And when you hear about stories of the 1998 team, people just talk about it very lovingly. And as Dicanio said, my grandfather always talk about how that stadium was packed out. Everybody was trying to hop into the stadium from all angles. So yeah, bro, I think we undervalue how important it is to talk about football in terms of a nation. Just like how we support Brazil at the World Cup. That's the only comparison I can draw. So yeah, I don't think you can compare the two sides. Um, yeah, I think definitely individual talent, but I think the opportunities are just far more now.
I mean, I think let me get back to this comment. Who left this comment talking about the midfielders could walk into this team?
I agree with that. God, women
Yes.
feel scrap.
Yeah. The midfield scrap. So I agree with that. Tapa Whitmore and the rest of the guys could definitely dominate this midfield. With due respect to Casey Palmer and some of these guys, I've seen enough games at Theodore Tapa Whitmore as well as clips and those stuff, and especially Tapa was a brilliant player in that midfield. And all midfield over the years, bro, other than Ravel Morrison, like I don't know midfield. Yes, I mean, midfield is one of the most important components of any team to either dominate teams or you need a midfield to win games. Basically, you get me? I say you need a midfield to win games. If you look at United, we just bypass the midfield, I kick the ball along, whatever the case is. You see me? You need midfielders to create, you need midfielders to defend, whatever the case is. You see me? And you see how we played against the United States recently. You see how we played against Panama recently. The midfield was there, but we don't have enough quality to impose ourselves on team. We don't have enough quality to dominate the ball going forward against oppositions. And if you win back the ball and you can't take care of the ball, you're not responsible with the ball, and you just give back the ball to the opponents, then you even put yourself under more pressure, which is not something that you want to do. But I mean, not Damon Lowe. Shabba Nicholson kind of said what he said in regards to the talent pool of this team. They have to make it to the next World Cup in 2026. Like, bro, the next World Cup is in Jamaica's backyard, the land of promise, whatever people want to call it. You get me, I say, bro? So if we can jump on a boat and reach down a Florida or reach down a Atlanta, one of them place there, then we just have to go disband the JFF and the team in general. You see me? Because everybody want for the America. Yo, bro, 2026 will be the best time for everybody come to America. That is Jamaican. You get me? I say far and wide. Because and I like to say the work back for Russia, and I like to say to keep Brazil are right up the road in the United States of America. Mexico as well. As Jamaicans, we don't even need visa to go Mexico. We just need a passport and the plane.
Jamaica group playing in Mexico.
Exactly, bro. So, you see me? I say we have to make it to the next World Cup, which the World Cup qualifiers are coming up. I believe that we will make it to the next World Cup. But I am saying if we don't make it, God forbid, then me give up on Jamaican football. I just go back to track and field.
Which one gone?
I just start watch back football. Not football, track and field and cricket and way. Yeah, I say, I really cricket me grow up on, my big man thing. I cricket me grow up on, You get me? I say,
Tishan, you can play cricket?
huh?
You can play cricket?
Yo, oh, you mean, bro? I cricket is my first love. Is it my grow up and yo, let me tell you how me play cricket. Well, not how me play cricket. People also have the calling link, so you can call in and speak on some of the topics. How me play cricket is, remember when we used to younger, you see me? And we get the coconut, something we drop off of the tree, and we like carve it out a little bit and make it in our one bat, you see me? And we all use the orange them. I know we used to do. We used to have this style. A lot of Jamaicans do this. When you never have like a tennis ball or cricket ball, you get like plastic bag and you put it together and like you bake it or whatever the case is. I get me, I say. So in a them sense, so yeah. So in a them sense, bro, me play cricket for days. Yeah, me play cricket till my brother used to work at Wundalco, you see me, and he used to be the
play cricket with some tough green orange.
yeah.
You have to show it, bro.
And watch, when my brother used to manage the Windalco cricket team when he used to work up at Spain Town, whatever the case is, the man used to bring them white ball and the red ball them. I know so the white ball them nice, you know. Yeah, I used to teeth for them ball and a ball against wall and ball lost and brother beat me come I say, the man I say, yo, them ball they expensive now brother for the cricket team that you know. You see me? So yeah man, cricket are my first love. You know, T20 cricket especially. Yeah, man used to live for cricket, man, you see me? But my school never have a good cricket team still, so
We get in the call of them now.
that's how you go. Let's forget let's forget Nick and Nick, big up yourself. What you have to say regarding the topics? Which topic you wanna give your thoughts on?
Yo, I want to talk about the whole 98 thing with the squad thing. Yeah, yeah, you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, so pertain to the US team and the Mexican team back then, bro. After the '94, it was a game changer in America. You get me? I say, remember the MLS created just a few years, after that. So when you really look on, the US team, remember, you'd have Eric Wijnaldum and them man there play like G. Arena Father, quite a few guys, Alexis Lelas, Brad Friedel, you know, you have to remember that, them man they did have a bigger budget, from the get-go, for them league did professional, bro. And see, and 94, not just change the game for MLS, but it created 96. It create the whole generation. What the top woman footballer name? A Mayam. Then it changed the whole
who
game
the
for
girl
them.
from Brazil?
No, the US legend
Oh,
player. Her name
oh,
May.
oh.
You
Rapino?
know, huh?
Megan Rapino?
No man, from who started the pioneer for woman
Oh,
football.
yeah.
You
Me
get
no
what I
remember
say?
him.
Yeah, them team that did more structural. Like what really happened, bro, with the 98 and like no, we play to our strength back then. You get what I say? And it was just all we like me not watch it, but just by looking at games and hear some elders talk and do my research, we structural our thing accordingly how we're gonna play like a one-half knockoff game. Early game in the sun. Yeah, the team, remember, it was just a few players came in the final round, right?
Mhm.
It was mostly local players back then. So the man them used to the weather, just like in Bolivia, in La Paz, over 10,000 feet above sea level. Them used to that local players. So that's why when you see Brazil and them country they go down there, they're more likely to drop points. So back then 98 we played to our strength, brother. But now I think you have more quality. Why? I think you have players that exposed to professional system and a
But
wide.
let me ask you this, right?
Huh?
Because let me ask you this before we move on, because somebody else want to come on, right? Let me ask you this: what was the quality? Okay, in the interview that Shaman Nicholson gave to the media outlet in France, right? They asked him about what is the playing style of this team. He talk about quick transition, whatever the case is, having quality players like the Leon Bill, technicality, whatever the case is. Well, then again, you say you never really watch the team, but based on your knowledge, right? You're well educated in terms of the Reggae Boys back in that time. What do you think was the best quality of that Reggae Boys team that qualified us for the 1998 World Cup?
I think when you really look on it from the back to the front, it did strong, especially when Dion Burton came in and the Rabbit Hurl, it gave us a lot more depth. But as again, when them really used them play to them strength, you wouldn't find much skillful like skillless ball at them, but we dominate the midfield, just
Mm.
by getting in around their defensive third and we'd have good flank players that can really get the ball in the box. It's not major for what is they are not doing now, but as again, it was structural according to each individual have different duties. So every man know exactly what they need for the on the pitch. You get what I say? So
Yeah.
the thing did more professional and Canada side and the US Liga MX, bro, farm from way before World War II, bro. So them man there, the Mexico national team, them league did more structural and guess what? 94 when World Cup be there, where Jamaica finished our qualifier? Second round with Bermuda and Canada and them team there. Would they even make it to the final round, bro? Who they in I chat and watch this now? We never make it to the final round 94, brother, when World Cup be there America. So we have to be careful and oh, you know, we attack this zone. But again, bro, it would be disaster if Jamaica then make it out of the zone. So, you know, we have to be careful. But Shaman Nichols is right. More players now exposed, you know, to more professional setup. The team is talented, way better than back then. But that back then you have more commitment, more hard work. You get what I mean? I say, and you have a very good coach that understand each individual. It's like, the man was like a father figure to everybody, bro. You understand? So yeah, that's
Yeah.
my little thing there. And you know, Central American teams were pretty good from back then. But remember, the Jamaican Premier League wasn't even a semi-professional back then, bro. It was just like a corner league pickup. So that's why we have to go for some of the players like Robbie Earl, Fitzroy, to come in and stop them class. And look, when Dean Burton came in, bro, a back-to-back goal him score and help us push for God 98. You get what I say? So
All right.
we have to build on that.
All right then. Bless up. Get on shower boss himself.
Make-
Shower boss. Wagwan. Shower curtain boss. Wagwan.
Yeah,
Shower curtain. Yeah, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Bless up on the Friday. Hope all is well. What you have to say now pertaining to the 1998 team and this current Reggae Boyz team?
You know, someone I don't know much about the 98 team.
So how will it be shower curtain boss? If you don't mind me asking.
I was when we qualified, I was 7 at the time.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
About it.
Yeah, so what
All
you
right.
call it talk about?
But I think that team though,
Yeah.
the team, I think we're qualified easily for the next World Cup. The only team I will give you a problem, I will test them already. And whenever they at full strength, and it's Panama.
Yeah, that's a team of us that we struggle against.
Yeah, Panama, Costa Rica still building. I mean, them still a play, you know, Costa Rica brand of football. And Honduras have a young team a come up. But I don't think nobody is today for really challenge it. Different from Panama really right now. Costa Rica still a build. But I think Panama remain our bogey. You kind of know the bogey team. I think about the only one I will give you problem. But otherwise, I think we are gonna make it, man. I get more players. A lot more players are coming in. They're gonna see the thing. Believe me, I want to come join. I'm gonna have 88 man to choose the team, man. I swear.
Let me ask you a
Yes,
question
sir.
then.
Yeah.
You say it's a fact say only for players are gonna want to fall back in the or forward in the national team when them see the progress and them see that there's potential that we're going to go to the World Cup. Now my question to you is, would you accept them?
Did me accept them? Of course, brother. We're not turning on nobody. Right now, the earlier, you see for me personally, the earlier them can come out, the better it is for me now. Like
Yeah,
now,
but I understand that. But my question was, say for example,
no,
we
we're
reach.
not turning on nobody, brother. We're not turning on nobody.
All right, so even if we have a set team where qualify and them do all of the ground, them put in all of the work, and our next player just want to come at the end when we make it to the World Cup, you'd accept it.
No, but that's not my decision. But me personally, if do it as the coach, maybe that stay at my core players them. But players who want to come, who want to show them worth or whatever, we still accept them. See, we're not turning on nobody.
So okay, let me add to that, right? I agree with you to an extent in terms of keeping out of the core players, because what I don't want is that when we qualify for the World Cup, we get ready for play, right? We get ready for head or whatever the case is, get the team ready, select the squad, and then we bring in a ton load of man to mash up the team chemistry. You get me? I say because one thing me accuse enough baller with, it have nothing to do with English based baller. Well, some of them, but not the ones that have Jamaican heritage. But a lot of them, when them see the other country that them can potentially play for, go qualify for the World Cup, all of a sudden everyone want to play for the team. And when I respect that to a certain extent, that me respect. You feel me?
Alright, me personally feel like, alright, it's like Isaac Aiden.
Yeah.
Say me have the chance that I know. I don't even really want him there on the team. I don't business how quality he is. You get what I say? Yeah, alright. Me I give you. Me used to, you see when Liam Bailey that play? When
Yeah.
Liam Bailey just come in as the top man. and me I see him performance and him not agree much and me I pick up the excuse them for Bailey and me I say, yo, say I told, the feel and all them thing there. Me I buy the excuses them. Didn't buy the excuses them and say, yo, but now see the performance I'm supposed to see from Bailey. Until me say, me always hear this English rejects and all of this are coming on, but you say me say the youth name them I regret. Come brother. And me see the man I perform from the same field where Bailey I say we as a homegrown man. And the man I give work, brother. Everything where Bailey say me throw at door, Because me say this man I come and really used to this man I not used to our field none at all. And whenever the man turn up, brother, and it's not a man born here, you get me I say, but he's a Jamaican.
No man.
And every time the man come, the man perform, bro.
A good talk you're making. Now let me show you how we Bailey say no water for hole or whatever the case is. When him get the shocking, when him get the good pitch now, when him do on the good pitch, he not do nothing. So since the bad pitch are the problem, all right, them are agree them play upon the bad pitch and perform. All right, we give that excuse the Bailey. But when they get the good pitch, them you still not perform. But guess what? I'm gonna draw for now. He must say, yo, the camp them will have no five man them come in late, so no chemistry. But come on, bro. You get me? I say.
But that's still an excuse, bro. Them are agree just came in last year for Gold Cup, bro. And from the man come, the man pin that man, bro. Like pin that man. You can't you never can compare for one hand, brother. There's no game where you can say them are agree have, like that bad
At the end of the day,
game to say over.
just to interrupt you again there. At the end of the day, it just boils down to, again, I'm not defend Bailey right here because I share the same points that I agree with the same points in what you make. But one last thing we would have said for we can maybe be in his defense and in any other top players' defense. Like, say for example, maybe if a buzzer now perform for the country. I'm not talking about every player, I'm talking about maybe if a Bobby Reed or a buzzer or a Bailey now perform. Or some of them homegrown players. You see me? There's a different pressure as a homegrown player than a player like Damari Gray and Mikel Antonio, where them are proven players and them just are coming because they want to play a World Cup. Because that's really what it is. If they had a chance to play for England, they would have, right? But them are coming because they see that there's a chance to have an international career now. They can't make it to England. So, all right, them are coming complete. Them not coming with that much pressure, bro. Them not really know Jamaican people like that. Them not have the connection there to we. You see me, bro? So, them just are coming and I treat it like a club mission. Like say it's a new club, them go. And this is a mission, this is a goal. They want to go World Cup, they want to do good at a World Cup. That is the aim. That is what they are focused on. With Leon Bailey now, it's kind of different, bro. Because it's not just about the World Cup, it's about the people. Everything where a Jamaican person said to Leon Bailey go get in our head. Because why? Him grow ya. You see me? Him know how certain context and certain things like that. Him know what them things they mean when somebody says something. You see me? So it's not just about like his physical performances. I think there's a mental block with Leon Bailey when he come and play for the national team, bro. I've seen, just to finish up, I've seen Leon Bailey try to take on 3-4 man at the national stadium when he have 2-3 pass.
So what is the mental block? Can I agree with that?
That's what I try to show you, bro. Like when in the Aston Villa, he's not going to do that. He's gonna.
Where you think of more pressure, Aston Villa or the Jamaica team?
You know, for Leon Bailey.
Yeah, remember they said Aston Villa fans want Bailey or two seasons or one season ago,
Bro, but that's the thing, I think of it in reverse. For Leon Bailey, it's different. Him not go fully get the England base like type of thing. Him fully get the Jamaican type of thing, bro. The Jamaican mindset. So him can when him there Aston Villa, him focus more.
Alright, look on.
Don't finish. Him not have meds too much of the fans them say. Him just have a meds the support system where him have the club, this and that. When it's about Jamaica now, it's a totally different thing.
Alright, make talk the boss, DJ.
Don't finish that.
Alright, go on.
As me say, I've seen Leon Bailey at the National Stadium a lot of times, dog. Just a try too much. And he's not trying that much. And when he might try, he might fail. He might try cry, he might try twist, he might try turn. And he not do that when him there. Aston Villa, he might keep it simple. He might move. He might do them things when it is needed. But whenever I'm come Jamaica, I'm try prove for what reason I don't know.
Quick interjection. I need to interject. Show a curtain. I give you the floor. But let me just say this. Who put more pressure upon Leon Bailey? Craig Butler or the Jamaican fans? Who make Leon Bailey out to be the Messi at Reggae Boyz national Jamaican national team? No, they stayed confident. We the fans, bro. We the fans never put as much pressure upon Liam Bailey as when Craig Butler go out there. When Craig Butler go out there and say, the man are gonna be the next best thing after Messi and Mbappe and Ronaldo retire. When Craig Butler used to withhold the man from playing for Jamaica just because he want to shoot Craig Butler in the team. Everybody that thinks a builder go come and be the Lord and savior, the saving grace of this Jamaican national team, him put more pressure on Liam Bailey than what us the fans do. You know how much time with Liam Bailey? You know how much time with Liam Bailey to perform for the team? Show a curtain, boss. Go ahead. Make sure a curtain.
I agree with that, May I give it now, show a curtain. I agree with that, But at the end of the day, where Craig Butler come from? Jamaica, so it's still the pressure from Jamaica.
Make sure a curtain, dude. But Craig Butler don't speak on behalf of all Jamaicans. But make sure a curtain, boss. Go on. Go on, show a curtain.
No matter where. I can't say name because of the comment go. I can't say a name though. The person.
Talk up quickly. No, area so clear.
Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you hear me now?
Yeah.
I can't say the name because of the comment. I can't say the name because of the comment I put up. But
you want to see?
Yeah, all right. So the Dicanio, no matter where you go drop for Bailey, bro, but now go fight. So team don't have no chemistry, brother, and them are regret. Come show same class. Bailey beat some man in England, brother. We have some top man compared to some man, yes, brother. Class is class. And Bailey come show them I agree come show it's a class if class. Whether the team have chemistry, they don't have chemistry, whether it's a small match, whether it's a big match, brother. Class is class. Pino come show it's a class, it's class. Whether it's a small match or a big match, brother. And this not only to do with chemistry, if you're a class, brother, you show it. If you get a man for take on, brother, you take him and dismiss him and let go the ball. Then if you pressure yourself, not you done your job already, brother. You're done. Bailey not no excuse. Now come tell me about chemistry.
And Shocker, let me say this to you. Who would have faced more pressure? Remember, enough of them Jamaican fans they lay the claim against the England man, say them are England reject. Them say them not going up to England. So when them are Grand Ethan Pinnock and where them fall down at Jamaica, anything more pressure upon them for perform for the team. See that everybody make them to be the next best thing.
Watch on Kishan, that internet badness. You see when them brother they come at Jamaica, be people frightened for them. Them now say the same thing about the England reject. Them Omari come at Jamaica come get standing ovation in the first match.
Let me address this comment. J-Shy 876, press I tell you long time say you have agenda against Bill and Craig and even whisper, bro, nobody has an agenda. Like, come on, bro. Act sensible. As an adult, act sensible. I don't know Craig Butler personally. I don't know Bailey or Whisper personally. I literally just big up Liam Bailey and Whisper earlier in the show. You get me? I say, so what I talk about have agenda. Brother, come on, brother. Don't agenda me if I forget money and get rich.
I have important questions.
Wait,
no.
No, I just tell Shocker to big up himself. I take somebody else.
No, it's a question for Shocker.
Oh, Shocker, hold on.
Shocker, how you get that name?
Say when before they qualify, when the YouTubers them just a jump out. Coaches they just start him thing. Ryan them and them at the time I think it was only my boy alone the out. Their name Reggae Boyz Coventry. So before the World Cup, I hold up a man and join the tree and I get the support to try get the support for the team for qualify for the World Cup. So I think coaches they just come in and the first program a jump on, but in our background me have me curtain in the house. So it look like a shower curtain. So show as I can see I saw the video always dark and the phone I use it dark, so you're not really see the light. But the shower the curtain did shine at the background. So but then someone said that brother ever come on with that curtain the road so like I'm sure I'm there, but I can't see that. So someone just start calling me shower curtain the boss. I would just joke it off until the whole panelist start calling me. So I would just take on tweet from then.
And Shocker, before you leave, which club is support? Both locally and internationally.
Jano. Chelsea International.
And who you support locally?
One on it, man. One junglist, man.
Here
Ah,
the on it man them you know. John will start.
oh,
Nothing different
Yes,
than that.
sir.
Yeah,
no,
but
Karen,
I
you have to
might, yeah, me
forward back,
can't
Shaw,
support
Karen.
nothing else. I might school a Charlie Smith we bring in the Manning Cup. You get me as a Charlie Smith, I want a Charlie Smith a stats down the road for we. I even Tivoli too. You see me? Cause our region that so at them you get me as a Manly.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
really Charlie Smith at the school, but you know we still support other teams at the run we still where we are neighbors like Tivoli and Stats and Manly. You get me? But I really jungle is the thing, no, man. Straight, man.
All right, bless up,
But that's
Stalker.
before you move on. Fans don't even come out Sunday, you know. Big match, you know. Cavaliers face I get kicky, you know. Brawling.
Yeah, there, man.
Brawling,
Early
man.
people. Early. You see me? Yeah.
If
All
Arnie
right,
gets to the finals, I'll go watch.
bless up, Stalker. All right, we have somebody else. But before we get to them, people, just want to say bless up with the continuous support. But those are massive favor by hitting the like button as it does help the video. Also, if you're new on today's live stream, go ahead, hit the subscribe button. We cover everything Reggae Boys, everything club football relating to the Reggae Boys players as well. If you have a dog, buy him a phone, make him subscribe, whatever the case is. If you have a daughter, son, bird, cow, give them a phone and make them subscribe. You get me? I say, like up the live. Also, exercise the fingers on the Friday. Leave your comments, leave your thoughts in the comment section, I should say. And don't be afraid to click the link and call in. Dicanio, you can do some massive favor by dropping the link. But we have Premier 7 back on the line. Premier 7, we're going. Oh, you get the name Premier 7. I'm just joking, but Mr. Wax about the name thing still. But what you know, what you want to talk about? Which topic you want to talk about today?
Brother, I want to go back and speak about the 98 team and the current team that we have right now.
And before I go forward, how old were you when that the football that play?
How old was I?
I'm not say young, Me not say young,
Yeah, we are baby, you know. They are baby,
One
they
day
are
na skip back, bro.
about 97, so you can say 1 year old.
Wow.
All right. So what you said now? What you said about 98?
Yes, as we get older and we love the game of football, we don't just want to put it from a fan's perspective. We want to analyze the game and things. So, research and so forth is being done. All right. So the thing is now, I think a day before yesterday, I did some background checks on the 98 team. And we look on a set of games that them play, inclusive of the World Cup, the year after the World Cup and before. And me I tell you, say, brother, it was so difficult to look and to see that even though we lost several games, the teams that we played against were really good. And names of such would include like, the Argentina team, the Croatia team, Brazil, Guatemala in those days was very good as well. Japan, Iran, Saudi Arabia, Mexico, and the list goes on. Now, when I was watching even the recaps of the games that we played in the World Cup, the formation that our coach at that time, Rene Simoes, utilized was the three, I think I know start at the back in the use. I remember the entire formation. I would say that if he had changed his mind earlier on to the 4-4-2 that we used against Japan, maybe we would have a better chance or a better, what would I say now? A better thing to look on in regards to the results, because we get some hefty defeats against Argentina and Croatia, who went on to do very well. So, looking on the team that we have right now, the present team 2024, Muna say no, say boy, I don't want for them to feel pressured or pressure themselves, but I think somebody said in the comment section earlier on that they don't want to hear nothing about the team and regarding to World Cup until they make it. The thing is, the teams that we have right now to play against in the World Cup qualifiers, I don't want to say it is easy because talent doesn't win the game. And as a Manchester United fan, like the presser, what team a drama? And like Arsenal, which is a better team. But the talents that we're talking about right now, we cannot just look at talents to win the game. We all know sports, team chemistry has a lot to do with it. So we're going to play Dominica Republic, Guatemala in the World Cup qualifications. It looks like an easy peasy. But if we don't have the right set of players, then I know say we not gonna make it to the World Cup. As someone mentioned earlier on, that we did not make it to the 1994 World Cup that was played in the United States. So
Yeah, the man I say if you assist the new Dominica Republic, I want to say Dominica Republic. Is it Dominica or Dominica Republic? One of them have a lot of quality players, one of them that we're going to face off against.
Dominican Republic and here, let me have
Yeah, Dominica Republic. They have a lot of quality players.
right, so we cannot just look on the names and just form a conclusion to say that they're gonna play Dominica, they're gonna play that team there, they're gonna beat them. So the World Cup even before the one that is coming up in 2026, I was thinking that the Jamaica team could have made it. And guess what? We never make it. None at all. So what we have to do here now, not as streamers, but the persons who are in charge of the federation, etc., they have to make sure, the teams that they're going to put together have to have the chemistry and strong enough to compete. And before the World Cup even comes, we have to consider how well our players will be in terms of conditions, because Copa America is going to be a tough and a rough challenge for us. And even though the World Cup comes in 2026, we know say some injuries can really and truly wreck players' career entirely. So we just hope for the best. Yes, what I say? We hope for the best in regards to our players for now and beyond. Because, man, we're not going to disagree. If we don't make it to the World Cup, we have to go pack our bags and go, as a kid in that when I say in politics. So,
me go to KD night.
So the thing is, I really embrace this content that you guys are doing. I have to applaud you guys because you're doing an excellent job. We're not busy about the negativity. We just come out and we represent Jamaica because guess what? We want to make it. You still want to know why I get the name Premier?
Yeah, go ahead. I get the name Premier.
And which high school you used to go to?
Me is a countryman,
For real?
Country in which country?
In St. Mary. I'm not to be high.
Real countryman then.
Very high and play and did very well. But I'm glad I asked that question about which whatever place we come from. It's a cricket now. I used to play cricket at the highest level. And when I talk about bush cricket, like we Mr. Nicholson. Nicholson, you know? What you talk about? Me not talk about moving cricket and them type of madness there. I used to play schoolboy cricket, play against Stets, play against Monroe, play against some big teams. I tell you. So I mean, even play for Jamaica before the 2012 at the under 15 level. So me not talk about
watch out under 15 did have quota system.
Me not know nothing about that.
Go on.
I have no idea about that, but I was a representative of the national team in 2012 at the under 15 level, and everything boils down to structure. So when persons are talking about bringing in players, I will not bash anyone's comment or anyone's opinion. The persons who are in charge has to be on their A guard to select the rightful players who will be on board to represent Jamaica. You get what I say? Because if the structure is poor above, then we know say Jamaica go sink like the Titanic. And the reason why I say this as well is because I'm a Manchester United fan. So we all can use Manchester United as an example as to what.
Hey, we all, brother. I'm an Arsenal fan, you me?
Me and you are a Man U fan. Me know so the two general writers are Arsenal fan. Can we watch them thing, them channel. But me I hope Udo can win the title still. Me no want City win it. Me no want Liverpool win it. Me want to take it this time. So me I say.
Hey, what kind of Man U fan are you? I've never heard of a Man U fan that like.
No, I'm a genuine and generous Manchester United fan. But being
Them
biased,
not the
want to fix attack,
City, Liverpool, and Arsenal, all three of them are rivals. Them have to pick one, bro.
me are the biased type of fan, you know. You see me now. Every time persons ask me, "Oh, comes your Manchester United fan? You now do this, you now do that," because I don't just watch the game and use my emotions. I support the fact that sports should be played properly. So if Arsenal play good football, me no want them back to the league district because then again, me I protect my history as Manchester United fan. Me no want to see Liverpool win the Premier League again. I have more trophies, and me no want to go 4 in a row. So I am a Manchester United fan, right, Andre? So what I'm going on now. So at the end of the day, big up on yourself.
And before you leave, quickly, Premiere 7, I get the name Premiere 7. Like, you go a movie theater and, like, you just say a movie and you just say, oh, Premiere 7, or how you go?
No.
Yo, Kishan,
Alright.
how you go? It's so random.
All right, so I'm not here for the self promotion because you know.
No, promote yourself, man. Promote yourself.
All right, I am a YouTuber, right? I am Premier 7 as you may search on YouTube and you see it. So how I get the name is that I was planning on talking about only the top 7 teams in the Premier League, and my channel started in I think January of last year. So I was going to call the channel Soccer 7. So my brother said to me, say, yo, what kind of name that? When you talk about Premier League team, when you talk about soccer, talk about Premier because another
Oh,
Premier
so
League.
you're an Arsenal fan?
No, I am a Manchester
Yeah.
United fan.
No, but why you talk about soccer if you're not an Arsenal fan?
I don't know what you talk about, brother.
What's the relation with soccer and Arsenal?
Oh,
Soccer?
what?
Soccer 7, brother.
S-O-C-C-E-R. The soccer
You know, okay, Dylan love man, though.
and let's go say me Avatar fan watching soccer in the Avatar. You could ask that as well, you know.
Oh,
Well,
I
anyway.
thought you said soccer. I said, what the hell?
No,
Okay,
man,
sorry,
soccer.
sorry.
See, Aboriginal spelled the word, eh? So, the name Soccer 7 wasn't the best name to use. So, my brother said to me, say, all right, let's talk about Premier League, use Premier 7. So, I went to talk about the top 7 teams in the Premier League. But thereafter, I was even informed to say that, all right, why you try to talk about Premier League teams and you know, say you live in Jamaica? Talk about Reggae Boyz and so forth. And, you know, you get some more traction and your list goes on. So, that is how my journey started from last year into this year, and the name Premier 7 stands as the main name for the channel. So big up on yourself. As I've said before, I'm not here for the self promotion because I'm on other person's platform. So I'm just here to support and share my comments on the game of football because at the end of the day, we want for the game to be more enjoyable and not biased. All right?
All right. Big up yourself.
Yeah, man. Bless up.
Now we have 95 viewers at this moment in time, right? So just do us a massive favor, smash the like button, also subscribe if you're new. But people, come on, click the calling link. Travis Peso, may I call you? Click the calling link. Give us some knowledge on the 1998 team. Chris Smith, user manual love one in our comment section. Calling. The other man, them. Where's the boat? Cygnus Media. Yo, who this? Billy. Yo, Billy Boyz. Oh, you get that the name there now? You see me? Billy Boyz, Jaja Youth. But yeah, people click the calling link. We're going to the 2-hour mark, so just want like 1 or 2 more persons for calling. I think Dylan is saying that he'll be leaving now. So
All right, people. In the next
this is Dylan's departure time. But big up Dylan. I think we'll see you Sunday again, right?
Yes, sir. Later.
All right, bless up. But yeah, I have a question, right? Dicanio, Reggae Boyz. You think we can ever win a World Cup?
Bad man, you love asking some question there.
It's a good question. It's a good question, you know.
Yeah, bad man, no, dog. Not right now, not based off what I've seen.
I mean, Craig Butler. I did Craig Butler. Same could have won a World Cup.
Craig Butler said Leon Bailey better can have the potential to be better than Christian Messi, dog. So you can't really mention them man, they say, bro. You see me?
Jaja Youth. I mean, the Ricketts, not Ricketts. When next Brian would have run Anderson. Anderson did say, oh, if them get the election, them could have make win it. The next edition, actually, the 2026 one, isn't me?
Smurf, in make a point there. Yeah, we can make knockouts, bro. Yeah, I'm not see why we can't make knockouts if we get a decent group, bro. You see, if we get a decent group, it's attainable. But there's a whole lot more improvement to be had before we can reach them talk there about winning the World Cup. Let's focus on qualifying.
Yep. All right, well, somebody else. Neil G, big up yourself on the Friday evening. Hope all is well. What do you want to talk about today?
No, man, everything. Yeah, you make it loud and clear, right?
Yeah, on, bless up.
Everything good, man. What you say about the 98 squad?
Yeah, drop us some knowledge. Is there any comparison between this team and the 98 squad? Could any players from now get into the 98 squad, and could any players from the 98 squad get into this team? How many players you think?
Basically, everybody from the 98 squad could go into this team.
Everybody.
Judge. And
Which team are you in favor for?
98. Without a
98.
doubt. Without a doubt.
Well,
That's
I got
what I could watch.
Neil. I got add one more caller. So Neil, go ahead, and then the next guy, Mans from the six can just jump in. So Neil, go ahead now.
Yeah, man, everybody from a 90th squad could have made the team, man. Especially the midfield.
Yeah.
Because it's not, even though they weren't as talented, it was a group of players that them basically eat, breathe, and sleep football together.
Mm.
When we say eat, breathe, and sleep football, the man them literally, them was like football themselves. Them a play from high school, come straight up. It's the same bunch of man them. And even during the qualifying campaign, most persons who were around them time like myself, is not much English-based players was in the qualifying campaign. It was mainly local-based players. It's down in the road, them bring in some of them. The fixture seems to the Paul Hall, Dean Burton, Robbie Earl coming in the last part. It's just mainly local-based players, and the man them play with them heart. Heart. When they have Andy Williams in the midfield, Peter Cargill, Linval Dixon, one of the back line, Ian Goodison, Walter Boyd up front, Dean Burton coming in the last. So I tell you, Aaron Lawrence in a goal half of the time, Warren Barrett in a goal half of the time. If you can say an 18-year-old baby Gardner left from high school and take Bessam game, Bessam get injured and Bessam don't see back the team again after that. Bessam get injured in one game. And Renee Simons look at Bibi as an 18-year-old playing for Woolmark.
That was Gregory Messam, right?
Yeah, Gregory Messam got injured and Bibi take Messam game.
I remember that player days.
You don't see about the game. Enough people are talking about 90. It's not about the clipping. If you're living at the area, it's a different level of football.
That me say as well.
I think
whenever living in an era, it's hard to make a really good judgment.
Me living night.
You
living night, I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah, man's from the six. We have Mans from the six. Make him get us talk.
Moons from the six. No.
Oh, Moons.
So, all right. Me personally remember that era there, 87 my band. So we never too old, but about 10, 11.
Yeah.
I am genuinely of the opinion, say, the team we have now is more talented. However, that team that is full of heart. When you watch them match them, remember, we watch all of them match them. Every single one of them. On some black and white, big batty TV. The man them did real, like, when the anthem I sing a stadium, man a ball, people is really into it.
So I said, like, people at stadium a ball them time.
Yeah, man a ball when anthem a play and them thing. The man really go out there go play with heart. Remember them thing there. It did really bring the island together when we qualify for World Cup. And so, but like a long time I watch football, I have to still be objective. Do I think that the individual talent of the man them that we have now is better than back then? Of course. But do I think them have the heart? I don't say them not have the heart, but there's levels to it. You get me? I try to say something that want discredit the current set of Reggae Boyz and act like the man them lazy and them don't want it. But just I say, we see the difference over the years because for one, we have more so-called, and I hate when people say the so-called England reject. No, the man them a baller, the man them a Jamaican, the man them come in and represent, right?
Yeah.
But them the man there, for example, reach a certain level in their career already. Enough of them man they didn't do this out of pride. Enough of the man them are the local base baller. Enough of the man them used to drive taxi after them done play a game and them thing there. Them they do it out of love. And some of them use the platform, for going to England when them they go World Cup. So enough of them money already make money and thing. So it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna play for Jamaica too. So what I would say though is, I think all of us in this group can agree. But I think it has ever, like, for the mere fact say, why did I keep America where the biggest diaspora is? So you know, say all of the game them for qualify, I got full of Jamaicans will come out. Enough people in Jamaica have them visa and them thing there. And as opposed to if I work up, I keep a Russia or Qatar where, I mean, we want to qualify for them World Cup there too, but the support just would not have been there. And if we can't qualify for the World Cup, yeah, where how much hour? A 3 more extra space to get? No, no, more. But 2
Yeah,
or 3 more space to get.
six spots, so 3 extra spots. 3 automatically qualify.
A 3 extra spot. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, really and truly, we don't have no risk there.
But Moons and
Diaspora and
you-
come out. If we qualify for the
Moons,
World
let me
Cup,
ask you the-
sorry.
no, you that kind of break up. Go ahead.
Listen, man. Sorry.
No, more you and Neil answer this for me, right?
From, so,
More and
man.
you and Neil answer this for me, right? You talk about us
Yeah.
qualifying for the 1998 team. You talk about, a lot of persons crying when the national anthem was playing. What is the fall off? What was the fall off after that? The Reggae Boyz team doesn't have as much support, especially locally. I know that the team had a lot of local based players heading to that World Cup, right? And you had a few guys from England. So what is it that's happening? What is it that is wrong? Why people don't go to the national stadium? People say when free tickets dog out, people never show up at the national stadium when they have the match. Was it against Canada in the Nations League? So what's the change? You think it's just a change in terms of how Jamaica is as a society, in terms of being loyalist, whatever the case is? Is it that we're not patriotic like once again? What's the case?
There's a word I'm trying to find.
Please, yeah, man. Like,
Me could go with Neil G first.
No, man, there's a word I'm trying to find, and I can't remember the word. It starts with C. But in essence, there wasn't a level of planning, succession planning. So after we qualify for World Cup, there wasn't any planning after. It was like, all right, we're going to World Cup again. So our plan was, all right, let's bring in some more Englishmen, and it never worked. We start push away the local players, and the local players, really was the one who drive everything, and the demand wasn't there again. So the succession planning after the World Cup, we didn't build on that. There was no building on the planning after qualifying for the World Cup, and that is the downfall of Jamaica football up until this point. With the different rule and the discipline wasn't there anymore, and with the different rules we apply now, I guess this is our best chance of qualifying. And if we have this talented set of players now and we can't qualify for the World Cup, then something wrong.
No, man, if we not qualify, I move out JFF out of that building, the man.
No, this has nothing to do with JFF. I'm tired of people to blame JFF for everything.
Well, yeah, then again, that is true.
This is not a JFF issue. This is a player issue.
That is true.
But I'm sure something. Even with the Liam Bailey issue, I'm sure that something enough people don't remember about 19 squad. Something about discipline. You feel safe, Liam Bailey, they do him in terms of the break curfew under Renee Summers. And Renee Summers suspending. And him do that interview and say him now come back. I can guarantee you 100%. Renee Summers would have never selected Liam Bailey back to that squad. No matter what. I'm going to show you an example of what happened. Ian Goodison had a bike in 1998, and Renee dropped Ian Goodison from the Jamaica squad and tell him, say, if him don't sell that bike, I carry the bill of sale, say the bike gets sold, him not play back for Jamaica. And Ian Goodison had to sell that bike. That was how serious it was.
So yeah, so seeing that you were around were you around that time, right?
Yeah, man.
All right, so seeing that you were around that time, pertaining to Ian Goodison selling that bike, right? Yeah, basically say, this interview, Bill would never get back in that team, never.
They wouldn't get back in.
Walter Body getting the team then. I mean, so that the man they face enough disciplinary action.
Walter, that may show you, and the people cry. Walter Boyd wasn't in the World Cup squad to go to World Cup.
Some of that here.
People block road and things, so you can't drop the man, you can't drop the pearl. Road get black and mobile for pearl, you know. I saw Pearl go back in the squad, you know. How much match Pearl play in World Cup? How much minutes him get? Outside of the Argentina game, where him show him talent. I try to show nothing, a discipline. If you don't have the discipline, Renee Simmons did that interview on one of my podcast shows, and him tell us straight up, say, When Walter Boyd was in the team, Jamaica team, are the greatest thing you ever see. Once Walter Boyd left the camp and go back to Nannyville or Arnett Garden and come back, it's a different pearl. Him have to retune him again.
Moons,
So
yeah,
the level
Moons,
of
you have
No,
nothing for
no,
the
add?
man.
level of discipline,
No, me I
the
listen, me I
level of
listen. Me I listen.
Alright.
the level of
I
discipline dropped for the Jamaica team. The succession planning wasn't there, and I guess now them trying to realize and them trying to build that level of succession planning going forward. You get me?
Mm.
Because when I look for the team back then was really, really young, you know. Andy Williams, Bibi and all of them, they kind of young, you know. Enough of them are come out of high school and just walk in the national team. Enough people never mention them age or anything. But they worked hard. The heart was there. With this current team, we don't really see the heart. Unless you look at Lowe. Nana is the only man who can look at the team and say this youth a play with a different level of passion.
Yeah, me not feel say whatever. Me not feel say this team, despite the comeback against Canada, me not feel honestly, in England them say like when you're under the cuff, you have to like buckle up and you have to grind out a result. Me not feel like this Jamaica team can grind out a result. I just not feel like we have the character for do it. You see me?
Against Canada was the first time I ever really see it.
Yeah, when me look on like Lemby Kisa, Latibo there, only couple players me can say, I feel like them have a big
What was
character
the
like
what was the
push the
difference in
team.
that Canada game? Who decided for going to play in the midfield? Lowe.
Damien Lowe. And I use
And
the
who
driving
asked,
force,
and him asked to play in there. And Lowe played what in high school? Midfield. Enough people don't know so Lowe played midfield for Camperdown.
Yeah, man. I remember say even 3-4 years ago, would he have planned for playing in our midfield, all right? Remember when he go play some friendly match? Would he play against Serbia? And a midfield play the
Yeah.
match and it was brilliant. You see me? Them time the Andre Gray just a forward that play for Jamaica and Grady score my thing. And then match the man play brilliant against Serbia in our midfield. But I don't know what he have to make him just stop play there because that's one main thing with Jamaica midfield. We're not a sturdy player in there. You see me? We're not no real aggressor in our midfield, bro. So it easy for get through midfield more. Right?
But that's not really my 2 cents for the topic. So I'm saying the 98 squad is really strong, especially in midfield, and they were more disciplined and they were more together. They were a group of players who basically play football together. They knew each other from high school, they knew each other from the Premier League. So it was easy for them to just grasp the concept of what Rene Simons was bringing to them, and then Rene Simons embraced the culture. Everybody needs to
Yeah.
understand this. As a coach, as an overseas coach coming into a new country, you have to embrace the culture. Jimmy get my beating before because he didn't embrace Jamaica culture at first. He said we too lay back, we too this, we too that. Now when he realized what the culture is about, he embrace it and he starts to see a difference in the team, a different playing style, it's a
The man say
little
we
more
too
joy
laid back,
in the team. Yeah, he said we too laid back and we eat too much junk
like
food.
Icelandic people. I'm not about.
We're too laid back on what?
We too laid back and we eat too much junk food.
Oh. Really, man.
But other than that, if start embrace the culture, you have to embrace the culture first. Embrace the people and make the people them get to like you. And then afterwards, everything will flow, the team will flow. But I would say you need a local base, a talent pool in the local fraternity. Make the people understand that in bringing that, in carrying a local camp, move it from a 1 week camp to a 1 month camp. These are the things where you need to encourage the local players. And once I get that encouragement, I find a different feeling within the overall camp itself.
Definitely.
All right, talker. Sorry, but back. How old are you? I just want to see if you remember something.
When I see me, John.
No, don't feel like it. All right, me at 36.
No,
See
right?
you 87, man. See
See
you 87.
Even say around 10 or so. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the truth is, man, the truth is, when me observe football in Jamaica over the years, there's really no shortage of raw talent. What we really have is just the maintenance and the development. Because, okay, outside the 98 World Cup, remember vividly 2006? Hold on, wait. Yeah, 2006. Jamaica said we're under 19. I think I did under 19 World Cup or something. Point is, with the Fila team, which is an all man in all, and the beer game man on that team. Because Glenmuir did have a period. Remember, them time them just left high school and go to UA. Them about 3 years straight, them and Calabar steamroll everybody inside. And the team did make up basically of Glenmuir and Calabar. And the man them go beat Brazil, beat Argentina, beat a bugger team, and they lose at the final. So when I show you, we said a bugger under 19, go. How you beat Brazil and Argentina and a bugger South American team, and you lose at the
We go
final.
back to
And this was an
when we say
all the Costa Cup team.
but they
So,
go back to when we say succession planning.
yeah, so there's no lack of talent. There's no lack of talent. There's just something wrong with that. You know, me don't know. Me really actually blame JFF, blame what? It's hard to say.
I mean, I would say the coaching education is a big aspect, and Mr. Ricketts was on a program recently in which he talked about especially primary coaches being certified in terms of coaching education because they want to build from the grassroots level. You know what I mean? And I think over the years we've done so well in many sports, especially like track and field, etc. And I think a lot of Jamaicans, especially with the football team in recent years, just think so, yo, we're just better than everybody else because we are Jamaican. You know, we have this thing about us where, yes, we're Jamaicans, we can do anything, whatever the case is, but you always have better out there. You know what I mean? And I feel like a lot of Jamaicans don't take well in.
100%.
A lot of Jamaicans don't take 10. You give them the education side of it and they say, yo, I don't need that, man. I made this no man, we can do this, man. You see me? So I kind of feel like that not the team over a lot of the years where we fail to qualify for World Cups. And you know, my what I'm looking forward to, I'm saying my question is, if we do make it to the 2026 World Cup, right? You see the natural progression of this senior team. I want to see the progression of the under 17, under 18, under 20, and all of those other respective teams that represent the nation, isn't it? Because this is where you will actually see that there's a blueprint. You know, like when Dan Ashworth, is it Dan Ashworth, the guy with the Newcastle, when he go St. George's and for build the structure for England, you know, you realize that all of the team them up to the senior team is natural progression. If you look on City in terms of the structure, it's natural progression from the other team them to the senior team. You get me? I say, and there's a succession rate for every level of competition. So I feel like once we implement more coaching education in the system, then we will see a better natural progression of the senior team and from the youths come straight up. You know what I mean?
And as much as this man has his flaws, Craig Butler has a system that can really be a blueprint. You see me? Craig Butler's system and the way he develop players can be a blueprint. Apart from the negative parts of Craig Butler that we all don't like. Him talk a lot about player development, being able to use 2 foot, kicking the ball with 2 foot, playing to our strengths as Jamaicans, African players. And yeah, bro, with African roots, I say. And yeah, bro, all of that is important. We have to play to our strengths. We have to play the country as a mindset. You see me? Jamaica generally, I don't want to disrespect anybody, but Jamaica generally, IQ level not that high.
Whoa. I agree.
And a lie, bro, IQ is not that high. So you have to really find innovative ways to tap into the youth them brain. For basically, a lot of people say Butler brainwashing players, but it kind of good in a way because that is the type of mentality where him a put in and players and say they are the best.
Who criticize brain? How is that a bad thing? Who criticize Craig Butler?
You can go in my comments right now. We make around 3 billion Butler video. And enough of them don't like Butler. You see me? I only put bad things them have to say about Butler. And me generally.
But to me, that argument is so infantile.
I agree.
You cannot like Craig Butler and acknowledge say the man's a great coach. Two things can be true at the same time. The man can be a piece of shit, but the man can be a great coach.
Exactly, and that's what Jamaicans don't have. If you don't like somebody a bad mind, or you rate them or something like that, you see me? And you can literally go in all of the comments and you can see them just don't know for reason. You see me? Their mental capacity is weak.
No, man. Craig Butler, so what you want to say, I don't know the man personally. Him do some things were kind of shit, but the results speak for themselves. Results speak for themselves. Me not going to argue with a man who produce results. The man that produced something done at Phoenix where all of Jamaica should be paying attention. All of Jamaica. And the big joke is, the feels all I don't know if Craig Butler tell lie or the man say, oh, him have some more ball line on the pipeline, you know. Leon Bailey and Whisper is just the start. In the next
I mean,
couple years, we're gonna see a bag of ball and just it's like a
the
And
truth.
him also have Romario Williams, were older than Bailey and Whisper, where might not go to that high level, but him still make him name in our world of football, you see me?
The true youth them when send going with them, but did read the report and Aston Villa said them like them, you know. So Aston Villa and Brentford. So, you know, Dante Peralta, Denzel McKenzie and the next youth.
Let me tell you something, man. A lot of people don't remember about Jamaica football itself. During our era, and the next caller can attest to, we used to have JPL. Before you reach the JPL, we used to have the under 21 competition. We used to have St. Bartlett League. We used to have minor league, major league. So much league that we just call out. So you see, after we leave schoolboy level, the schoolboy them always have something to play coming straight up. So as them leave Money Cup, them are going to under 21 team. That same under 21 league that we used to have, every under 21 match used to play before the JPL game. So if Arnett play Waterhouse, Arnett under 21 play Waterhouse under 21 before the big match start. And then the natural progression happened there. Same under 21 one them and then naturally progress straight into the senior team. You get me? That is no longer in Jamaica's football. It's basically after you leave schoolboy level, they don't really have much for them. It just dead there. So if you leave schoolboy level and you bring back the under 21 league, which I've been counting all along now, I thank God JFF bringing back the under 17. But if you bring back the under 21 league, the players them will have something to do. And you only can get better if you play more football.
Yeah, because enough man left high school even when me go high school and them as bad as them be, them not a competition for play.
Them have nothing safe. Them have the under 21 for play, and them not gonna just walk straight into a Arnett or a Waterhouse or a Portmore like that because I've seen a man above them. So if either rub the bench or them go play major league. Major league is below. So if I have a under 21 level, which is basically the same Money Cup and the Costa Cup man them are playing, you basically have a competition right after where you can just go straight into your continuously play football, and then before you know it is the same Money Cup man I play for Arnett or Waterhouse or a Portmore. That is how most of the Jamaican players in the 19th squad were known by the people, and that is why the people used to go stadium go flat them because they know them from high school coming straight up. Most of them I get watch come straight up, so the crowd support did it.
True.
So we're lacking somewhere between the high school level and the national level. Something is lacking.
And
so we need more competition.
Yeah, and I think as you said as well, it's the players. It's basically continuity. You see me? You can't play 3 months of football and then the development is just not going to be there. You have 12 months in a year, and it's not just football. In anything that you want to become perfect at and develop your craft and be competitive in, you can't be off for 7 months and expect that you're going to be competing with people who are literally have better facilities. Because remember, say Jamaica done start from behind already, you know. Most of those top countries, they have better facilities, they have better coaching, they have so many other things. But what Jamaica has is we have talent and we have just natural physical prowess. So we have to use that, bro. We have to keep on develop that, and we have to keep on. That's why I have to say, I have to give props to Butler. You see me? Because him find a way for getting at them youth, your brain, bro. As much as you want to talk about Bailey and as much as you want to talk about Whisper, when them dip on the football pitch, you still see a level of professionalism, you still see discipline in a them game. You see me? Whisper this people on the media, Whisper do this, Whisper do that, but when Whisper touch on the football field, he might play with discipline. You see me? So I don't know what the man do or what him say to them for like get this in them brain and give them that top level mentality. But it's something where
the man find poor people picking their brother and brainwash them. Allegedly.
Yeah, bro. That's he has a blueprint.
But no. You see, the thing is that if you look pan Phoenix, you know, yeah, a whole heap of poor people, but a whole heap of uptown youth there and the squad them too.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's true.
Him not really have him not have a core demographic. Him just work with who willing for work. Poor people pick me, rich people pick me. Him me not know what system him have over there, right? What me do want to ask the man them do is, I think when they talk about this last show, but more I bring it up again is, Why is Whisper not on the national? I think that Whisper need to start. Well, not even that start, but he need to be in the national squad.
Yeah, I think I'm supposed to be in the national squad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
man.
agree as well. We don't know what was the issue with Whisper, to be honest, the last call up. I'm hearing that them did say, because initially when it happened, me did I think maybe Whisper never did really want to call up, or maybe him did not try focus on the Chelsea thing because of the first team. But based off how Butler did say with him comments that thought woman did have just gone out of the door, because basically what Butler says him did ready and him never get called. You see me? So I'm not sure.
No, I think that's a mistake on the coach part.
Yeah.
We should.
Well, let me say this. You know why it's not a mistake on the coach part? Because let's be honest, Whisper did just land at Chelsea. He wasn't playing much game. You get me? I say so. It would have been unfair for a call up back a man. Yes, when him did get call up initially, he never play much game, right? But I feel like he did have other players who did deserve the call up at that time compared to Whisper. But now that he's playing games.
That's where I disagree. The only time, and we talk about this as I said before, but the only time you do something like that is if it's a friendly tournament or a friendly match. But when it comes to a chance of winning a trophy, bro, you know, do them thing that if Whisper did done, because not even if Whisper was already in the team, him did already integrate and him have run 10 appearances already for the country or 8, and him just turned 18 one day, bro. So if you have such a youth on the side, they will integrate and him know the player them already and thing. No disrespect to Kyle Dixon, I rate him. You see him, I talk well of him. But Dixon never needed another team there, bro.
No, but I disagree because watch ya. Whisper did needed when him get called up initially. Which football Whisper that play?
Bro,
No, answer that. Which football Whisper that play at the time when him get called up?
Get called up, watch ya. When Whisper get called up, it was announced that Whisper was going to play for Chelsea.
Yeah, but he wasn't playing football at that time. Him Dixon and Craig Butler was disrespectful for refer to the man as schoolboy football when the man play JPL. You know disrespect people like that, brother.
Yeah,
who's playing for that playing the ball?
I'm not talking about me not on Butler case right now.
But I say Whisper was not playing any football at that moment in time. Him Dixon was playing football.
At the end of the day, he was a hot prospect. Hot prospects make it.
Yeah, bro, but
look, watch ya. No, this is not a good comparison because Hendrick can play football. But at the end of the day, any hot prospect from a country where do waves in a club football. If there's anybody from Trinidad, whether you make it into Chelsea, or I go sign for Chelsea in January, them are gonna make the Trinidad squad, bro. Any money.
Let me just address this comment, Doctor. You know, say God love you. Don't be ignorant. But yeah, man. But let me just say this, bro. Me kind of feel like it's unfair to Dixon because Whisper did sign for Chelsea, whatever the case. But we never that pain about when him get film call up them, brother. You get me? I say, Karim Dixon, a good talent coming outside of the country just as much as Whisper. The man that play JPL football, I think even before him get called from this score like 1 or 2 goals. You get me? I say, and him get film call up. Fear is fear. Whisper get film chance, Karim Dixon get film chance.
Yeah, look on it separately. You have to look on it on the situation. So you're saying that if Whisper was called up, it would have been like robbery to Karim Dixon, right? That's what you try saying now, because Dixon deserved it in that moment, right?
Yeah.
All right. Now let's look back to when Whisper got called up. Who was robbed? Just answer the question there for me. When Whisper getting called up, who would you say was robbed?
I think a Jamal Lowe never get called up that time. I believe.
Jamal Lowe did have some injury concerns, you know.
Yo, the man say he never injured.
No man, me follow me say Jamal Lowe, man.
Yo, the man say he never injured them time. Them say the man say him did ready, brother.
Be ready.
That me here.
Well, I don't know what to say about that. You see me? Would have to really look into it deep. But at the end of the day, dog, I don't think. Come on, bro.
Let's be honest. Name one national team where call up a squad. We call up a player when he play professional football at the time. Name one national team. Unless he's a football country. No serious country that plays football and want to take football serious does that. And when people advocate to get back a Ravel Martin at the team, it's foolishness. Because Ravel Martin not playing the ball. Me rather take a money that the midfield out of JPL playing at the team over Ravel Martin because they disrespect to players who are playing professional minutes, whether simple or professional. It is a disrespect to them.
even though I never did play professionally, I might sound like me I contradict myself in a way.
Hold on, who advocate for Ravel come back? Hold on, who are these people that advocate for Ravel?
No, man, enough people advocate for Ravel get back in. I think. Because I'm saying better than everybody.
Anybody drink too much rum. Ravel Morrison day is done.
Them man they done. You see me? But going back to the point that Whisper did I make, like Whisper, a lot of people remember say Whisper they play academy. You know, he might never officially have played like for Chelsea's academy at the time, but him still did play against academy teams. Him still did perform against Aston Villas, Brentfords, Ajax's. Him still did have those performances. The same thing when him do now officially for Chelsea, he was doing unofficially for Phoenix. If you get to me, I say. And going back to the point where I said which players now play professionally and get called up. No for academy players. Who name? Omari Hutchinson get a call up for Jamaica and he never did play professionally yet. Academy did play now.
When he was playing, that's the thing. What's never that play much?
There's a brother from Mexico side who used to play for Arsenal. I don't remember when name.
How long ago?
Just a year and a half ago. Academy football in there play for Arsenal and Mexico side.
But he must play, that's the thing. Whisper never that play, brother.
But you know,
I want to see a Blue Moon Whisper go on tour with Phoenix.
We just explain that to you, dog. He never did officially play academy football. But him unofficially did play because him still did play. Him still did travel play against Ajax's, I play against Aston Villas, I play against the whole team them across Europe, Belgian teams. So him still at the end of the day was playing against academy teams unofficially. You see me? So even if the coach want to look into that, it's still something to look into and say, oh, all right, no, Vela, man. Vela a long time baller. There's a recent Mexican baller we used to play for us. I'm just a member of him, bro. You see me? But the academy come out and going to Mexico side.
Smith, you said, look how much people where I get called up now play minutes for club. Name one person in Daniel Johnson I get much minutes, but they're still in a professional setting. They're still training at a high level, whether championship or Premier League.
Where I say a whole heap of academy players are players but them are professionally yet.
No disrespect to Phoenix, brother. You think it's a Phoenix compared to Arsenal Academy and them man they were playing in a PL2?
But they compete. Aston Villa won PL2 and then beat Aston. No, them draw 4 out with Aston Villa. What you mean? Them compete. And then like so them go up and I get dumped up like Jamaica Anders side what day we I get 10-1. Them go there and them compete. Them go there and actually yes, Marcelo Flores. Respect. Easy. Marcelo Flores I name, bro. Where he play for Arsenal and go. And he did forward a national stadium, bro. And he did make the Mexican team. But did see him and the well-want team jersey. So that's how I remember. You see me, bro? So you have a whole heap of players out there when they play professional football yet. But because they are that prospect, them play for a team like Arsenal. Them go play for a team like Chelsea. That alone is enough for them can make a national team, bro.
I agree. From you have a young player that seem like a prodigy in the sport. Everybody kind of come to a consensus say this might be the special one. You have to call him up.
Of course.
One. You have to call him up. You know, you have to call him up. Brazil call up Pele when he was 17. No, I'm not call him on Pele. But just I use the same analogy. They realize for early same special, put him in a big boy. Sure.
Yeah, bro. And he was prepared for it. He's a monster. And he proven now. Look how him man go on in an academy league, bro. Him bigger than that. But sit down and
Me not say him not get called up. No, but I say when him get called up, him never that play much football. Can him Dixon get called up at least in a JPL?
Unofficial football. You can call it.
Well, official football right because what the man name? John Wadi say, yo, bro, if I can make no team, you have to play professional minutes. Whisper wasn't playing professional minutes. Playing an academy like Phoenix is not professional minutes. Can him Dixie in JPL is professional minutes?
Academy. You know, say Phoenix is ranked in the top 30 academies in football. Did you know that?
Across the globe.
Yeah.
Where is that?
Butler himself say it.
No, man, no one's official Google thing, brother. Me not discredit Butler, but you tell me Phoenix is ranked in the top 30 academies across the globe. Europe, Brazil, Argentina.
That's not hard to believe because the man literally have results for beat. Remember
but you know much. What's that man say? You know much unicorn meat. Butler sell people.
No, but look on this. At the end of the day,
no. I'm not saying true. I'm gonna say it's not hard to believe.
Bro, at the end of this,
at the end of the day, a lot of high-ranking teams.
Exactly, and when them play them teams, them compete.
Yeah, man.
They literally come. You never yet see Phoenix go abroad go play. None of the big club them with them play and get dumped. Them go so see that them go all boat, them they get dumped, bro. And we can tell you if you pick one Manning Cup, all Manning Cup team when I have no Phoenix players in it, right now send them go play, them get dumped, and it's proven. Go and go look who I'm to Turkey players. Look who I'm to when the player them go play Turkey, dog. That is not competing, them not compete, them get dumped. So that just shows
no
the
Phoenix
that
player never on that team there.
What you say?
The Turkey team. No Phoenix player never on the all man in there.
No.
Yeah, that's embarrassing.
No Phoenix player, and that's what Butler was so angry about the other day. Because first of all, them call the players unattached, and then when time come for selection, them go email Phoenix and say, yo, them want the players. So why you call those players unattached when you want to call them up as Phoenix players? You see me?
So, yeah, but I believe that thing about top 30 academy in the world, but because if I look on every academy across the globe, including what you talk about, like privately owned academies, or you talk about academies in comparison.
You know what? Remember that.
Is the man talking about academies? His academy in comparison to academies like Chelsea, Arsenal, Ajax, Club Brugge, Anderlecht. Brother, look how much top player the man they produce, brother. 2 players, but they ever produce out of Phoenix, and brother. Or you must tell me say your academy at top 30 when every other respective academy across the globe produce big star player every day.
Watch I might wrong. May I accept that? I might wrong that. There was a statement when you make and I don't have the quote about it. So on the door quote my panic that, you see me? But just they are talking at the moment, I'ma say that. So would have to really go look back on it and come up on next show and talk about it. So again, I might be wrong, more than likely wrong. You see me? But them still they are still held in high regard all around the globe, bro. And it's proven, it's shown. You see me? So yeah, look on Phoenix just because them situated in Jamaica. You can't look them as a Jamaican academy. They are a worldwide academy and they are respected worldwide.
Let me tell you this. I look on a list right now, right? With some of the top academies across the globe. Benfica, Chelsea, Barca, Ajax, City, PSG, Sao Paulo, Santos, Flamengo, Sporting, Arsenal, River Plate, Fluminense, Real Madrid, Porto, Rennes, Lyon, Dynamo Zagreb, Bayern, Monaco, Villarreal, Salzburg, Eindhoven, Liverpool, Valencia. Brother, what Butler find this? Yeah, brother. Where Phoenix find this academy?
When them play Ajax, how they match go?
Brother, I don't know, but me saying beat the team them.
Exactly.
But people are thinking the real team.
Just forget about the top 30 thing they want me just say. Look on it football wise. Look at the results where the man get at Phoenix, bro.
No, me give him that. Me praise him on that, but I'm not gonna say him academy top 30. You see me? Top 30 does not produce 2 players, brother.
Well, I don't
Top 30 academy don't produce 2 players.
It's 2 well-known players. Phoenix have only part of ball out there.
Yeah, but if I talk about the top academies, look how much player them produce.
Yeah, true. So as I say, I my quote might have been wrong. You see me? So I'll take that, bro. Would I forget the right thing, bro.
But last year product still, so we said that, you see me, but we have to decide for the message. But Moons, big up yourself, because we're gonna bring it to an end now, you see me?
Sorry, what is that?
No man, so big up yourself, we're gonna end the show, you know.
That's the word.
Alright, bless you. But you know, it was a good discussion still in general surrounding all the topics. Let me just Chris Smith, big up yourself. Let me just get this comment. Chris Smith said, please go and look the players Butler play against and look at the names from the real academies players. I mean, I forgot to search that up and bring that up next show. Bala say, great show, my bro. Bless up. But people, listen. Let me tell you. You see, in regards to Jamaica football, we have a far way to go in terms of the development. You know, in terms of coaching, education, and you know, we have to step up our pace in terms of developing. I think the under-17, the recent World Cup format, I think it will be held every year or every 2 years. I think it's every year actually. So we have to get that right for the natural progression of the players. You know, I saw them recently at the camp in Florida, not in person, but pictures, whatever the case. I know, so the under-18 team, you know, despite the bad result against Turkey, the man them kind of hold them on. I think them lose to Mali 1-0, them beat Ecuador in the last game. The first game, them lose, and them did miss a penalty, could have drawn that game. So it's all about developing, isn't it? But let's say if team player did there in there, basically, he would have beat up them team there, which hindsight is 2020, whatever the case is, you know. yeah, me forget about the top 30 thing, you see me? So, but everything else me give him. So in terms of the development of the players for Jamaica, we have a very far way to go. However, we have the 2026 World Cup coming up. Hopefully we can qualify for that, World Cup qualifiers coming up in June. I believe it is, yeah. So, so much football to play in regards to Jamaica, so many competitions coming up. Nations League back in September again. Can we win that competition? But, we talk about Shemar Nicholson today and his comment in regards to the talent of this Reggae Boyz current team. We also spoke about Mason Greenwood. United basically going to sell him this summer. Jamal Lowe linked with a move away from Bournemouth after his loan is after him loan end basically. Leon Bailey having an exceptional season. We talk about him. Dujuan scored a brace today. Big up to Whisper over 8 goal contributions for the Chelsea under-21 team. Khadija Shaw speedy recovery as she is recovering from a leg injury, and she also won the Female Writers Association Football Player of the Year award. But let me just take some more comment before we end. People, go ahead and just smash the like button if you're new. Also subscribe, and let me just see. Smurf, big up yourself. Whisper should have been selected way sooner. No other country would take so long to pick him. I mean, Smurf, yeah, my brethren, but you know, speak on behalf of every country. So yeah, shoot down the comment there. Travis Pessoa, big up yourself. Craig Butler, fraud, delusional, scammer. Him figure from around Jamaica football. Yeah, Travis, the man that divides opinions. Craig Butler is definitely one for the books. Let me just take this last comment. G-Bad, you don't rate Butler, a little man from Jamaica going good. I mean, G-Bad, you don't know me personally, and you're nobody to speak on my behalf of who I rate. You can't tell me who me rate Butler, so I don't know what you're talking say. But big up yourself on the Friday evening still. Hope everyone have a good Friday night. The weekend coming up, so much football. A lot of Reggae Boyz in action, actually. Reggae Boyz in action. Omari Hutchinson. Well, sorry. I mean, is there a Reggae Boy player? Yeah. Omari Hutchinson, Jerry Latibody, Casey Palmer, Damian Lowe, Andre Blake, Leon Bailey, Michael Antonio, Ethan Pinnock, as well as Kahim Dixon, JPL semi-final this Sunday. I believe it is at Sabina Park. They will be facing off against Cavaliers. So big up to Kahim Dixon. Brazil and Argentina has the best academy. Yeah, me sure no say you have 30 academy in South America alone better than Phoenix Academy. And that's facts. You get me? So imagine across the globe. But people, we're going to sign out now. And before we sign out, just give us your thoughts on this intro, outro, whichever one it is. Yeah, people. So that's the intro for the show, as well as the outro. So, rise up Jamaica. 2026 World Cup here we come. I go win the World Cup. You don't know. I go coach the team, whatever the case is. I go select the player them. I go implement the quota system. I even implement more quota adjustment. But Copa America this June as well. So, hopefully that can be a competition that we do perform well in. We have the team. We're in a difficult group, but we feel like we can hold on, But once again, people, catch us this Sunday, same time, 6 o'clock p.m. or 5 o'clock p.m. Jamaica time. If you're in America, 6 o'clock p.m. for you guys. Unless you live in California, which would be like, you guys are like 5 hours behind me. So that would be like 6 o'clock my time, would be like what? 3, not California, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 2 o'clock, something like that. But yeah, I don't even know the time change in terms of how far behind California is. But big up on yourself, people. Have a good weekend. Let me just take one more comment. Neil Garden said, all this talk about Whisper just developing football IQ. All right. I mean, to be honest, enough people say Whisper now football IQ, but bro, you're not training with the first team if you're not football IQ. I tell you that for facts. You're not training with Chelsea first team or United first team without having football IQ. You get me? I say. But big up on yourself, people. Have a wonderful night.